We're off to a great start. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hello World Valorant Open. I am the event organizer. I am Alex. You can see all of our socials over here. I'm joined today by Zak Cole, off to
Hi.
my right, this way, that way, that way. There we go. And Justin Park, who's below me. The three of us will be casting. Justin's currently on a phone call. Don't worry about him for now. Yeah, the three of us will be casting this game. Zach, your camera's completely messed up. But yeah, so today we are starting the group stage, which means that we have 5 matches for you guys. They have already been planned out. This is a round robin between 5 teams. Your teams competing are going to be Team Onichan, Team AWSW, Team Elo Assassins, Team Mandatory Fun, and Team Tomy Hates Me. And our first match of the day, or actually our entire match scheduled today, we'll be starting the day off with Team Onichan versus Team AWSW. After that, Elo Assassins will take on Tomy Hates Me. Mandatory Fun will take on Onichan, who's coming back for the second match of the day. AWSW returns against EAS, or Elo Assassins. And to close out the day, Mandatory Fun will be playing against Tomy Hates Me. So without further ado, we will be going into a quick little break, and then we will come back for the first match of the day. All right, welcome back. We are just about set up for our first game of the day between Onichan and AWSW. So, with that, the map bans today have been Onichan starting out the ban phase with Icebox, followed up by AWSW banning Bind. Onichan followed up then with Ascent, and Haven was the final map that was banned, making Split the map of the day. With that, we are going to move into Agent Select real quick. So, yeah, we're interested to see the picks. First game of the day. So
I'm excited.
I
don't know about you,
excited.
but I'm excited. Ready to see everyone's favorite map.
Split
right.
honestly has not really been my favorite.
Yeah, that's a joke. I know a lot of people are not very big fans of Split. All right, so immediately it looks like
We see a Sage on both teams.
We do see a Sage on both teams. It looks like AWSW is going to be going for that double duelist composition. It's been
They
very
have
popular
already locked in
North
3.
America.
Omen, Killjoy, and Phoenix have already been locked in.
Yep. And then, actually, it looks like both teams are going to go for a double duelist. I'm very surprised about, well, right now, it's just hovers, but if we see this team from Team Onichan, we won't really have any flashes, which I feel like flashes are really important to have on a map like Split, where the things such as a raised double satchel or a jet flash and dash are actually just super effective.
However, on the other hand, the angles are a lot longer, and sometimes those flashes won't actually range. So it is we
That is true.
do see the Omen smokes, so that can help on attack. So they should be okay as long as they play this out the right way.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like
Alright.
though they are going for a more
Choose your
defensive
agent.
pick.
Yeah, I mean, I like this comp idea from them because it means that they're playing for their first side, which is what you're going to play the most rounds on unless it goes to OT.
Absolutely.
So I like this comp from Team Onichan.
Absolutely.
All right, it looks like we have all of our picks locked in.
And we're going to be moving right into the game.
All right. Double Sentinels on both sides. Interesting choice. I don't think I've seen... Yeah, no initiators. I haven't seen Double Sentinels played in a rather long time, actually. Back since, like, I think Act 1 was the last time I saw a lot of Double Sentinel comps with the Sage Cypher. All right. Coming here in on round 1. Looks like we're going to see sort of a stack towards the B side from Team Onichan and Team AWSW. They are
Both
reading
teams
this
are
very
expecting
well.
that B rush, and it is going to happen. We're going to get a bloodbath right out of the gate here.
Yep. All we see is AVP3 sitting in A heaven. So, with that frenzy.
Oh, Wankwiener is moving over. Looks like they might be watching.
All right. This looks kind of like a default setup. You will default A retakes it up, you just play 2 in heaven, and then you have another double stack on B heaven. And the Cypher always sit in B site anchor, that's also to be expected. Alright, looks like we're gonna see
three
some
people pushing up mid here.
very early mid control coming out. They're just wanting to go for this
Sage
fast.
wall is already up. They're just breaking that wall, going straight in for it.
Mm-hmm.
Util is gonna clear out a little bit of heaven here.
Alright,
So it's gonna prevent the rotate to A.
Looks like they're just going to push into heaven.
Engagement here. Sage takes out 2, and AWSW Antarctica returns.
Alright, it looks like they're just going to be boxing the mail here. They're just going to get annihilated.
Just barely.
Very clean first round.
Unfortunately, that mid push did not work out the way that AWSW intended it to.
I think it was a very good rotation coming out from AVP3. Seeing him just come through the vents in the middle, just kind of made sure that they would be able to keep hold on that mid location, since Team AWSW was not committing any big util, like any flashes to clear them out. They just threw one raise nade and then didn't really commit off of that. All right, it looks like we will here.
However, Onichan looks like they were still expecting another B in mid, only having one person proper A. Jets moving up though, however. See the first engagement.
Spike down
AVP3 taking down 2 people. Gonna rush through that molly. Gets a 3rd. Oh, runs out of ammo just before the 4th. Gets the 4th kill. And is looking for the ace. And he gets the ace. Round 2.
Ace this early into the tournament. Very good play from AVP3 out there. I really like that aggressive push because that really just caught them off guard. I don't really think there was much of anything that they could really do unless they just watched that Omen smoke for so long. Very good play from Team Onichan.
And it's probably not something that AWSW was expecting that early on.
Yeah. I mean, just to get aced, it's pretty big.
Although we will have to mention that there is quite a large rank disparity between these teams. We're looking at a plat team going up against a team that averages in silver. So we are going to see some interesting plays between the two teams, because at least AWSW is going to be trying their best. Zutri and Senku opening up some kills over here at mid and B.
Yeah, they clearly just wanted that mid pressure, but it just hasn't been working out. These Sage walls have just been so deadly to them, just denying all the chances at pressure that they wanted to get. It's really... Oh, that was a nice dink through the wall from Wiener onto Baseball Rules. He's now very low with no stage to heal him.
Straight into B main. AWSW does get that 1 pick before they are ended the round.
Wow, Yeah, these holds have just been very good from Team Onichan. It's very nice to see a team good at defending on split, since I've seen so many defenses just crumble on this map. So, yeah. All right, looks like we are going to see a stack towards the A lobby from Team AWSW with an Omen lurk at mid. And now... looks like we're going to have a sort of buy from Team Onichan, just lost Spectres and a Phantom, but a lot of Vandals here.
Oh, and Baseball Rules immediately gets picked off.
Very good pick from AVP3, who immediately goes get the Sage heal.
Sewer. Coming up here. We're going to go to mid.
Alright, it looks
Crash
like...
does pick up that... Oh, and he's shot from behind.
No charges. Weapon here. Here.
Oof. Util and flanks are just so deadly. Like, the lack of killjoy util just meant that Outward Throne could get in there for free, and because they had nobody watching that, there's just nothing they could do there.
Probably match is going to go for a more aggro mid play right here as the Sage Wall begins to break. Almost gets the pick. Phoenix finishes off.
And it looks like we are now in a 3v3.
AWSW's first win in this game.
See if they're ready for the raise,
shot
though.
From behind,
Last
pushing.
Player standing.
I think Wiener is going to get
Quite
possible. Oh, doesn't get it. Whoa. Oh, he does get it. It's a triple kill from Wiener, 420. defending
Wow, what
A
a
heaven
really
like a
good
champ.
hold.
Yeah, Team AWSW just completely unable to really break through here.
And unfortunately, that does happen with a 2-division rank difference. However, it is clear that AWSW is trying their best, and they're trying new things out, trying to catch Oni-chan off guard.
I like how they're trying their best to like mix up the play, not really throwing themselves at the same place every single round, which is really good and mature play from them. Although we are going to see a rather interesting buy from AWSW. 2 Spectres, a Judge, a Bucky, and a Vandal. Looks like they're
Spectre's
going
gonna
to
get that
burst onto
pick
A
at
here.
ramp though. Phoenix is gonna continue pushing
AVP3,
through all.
not strong enough.
Teleports back.
Right, and it looks like they're just going to try to get all that heaven control they can. We're going to see a few skirmishes. Sage Wall coming out from
Sage Wall
Senku.
destroyed before it can fortify itself. That was gonna get shot through the wall.
Spike down.
Outward throw
Right.
gets pick. Down that long angle here. Baseball run 99, possibly going to contest it. The Spectre though, probably not a good idea.
Will Outward Tone be ready for this Judge though?
One
Baseball
enemy
Rose 99
remaining.
does pick it up though, and it is now a 1v1 Senku versus a Baseball Rose 99.
Baseball Rose making a lot of noise on this rotate up to heaven. That's going to almost ensure that Senku should watch that
Picks up
heaven
the
angle.
Vandal, though. It does put him on even ground with Sage.
Let's see. Will he check this elbow position? It's all in the waiting game now. Who will have more patience? Well, all Senku needs to do is just hold an angle. Baseball has to check
30
everything.
seconds left.
Unfortunately, Baseball also does not have that bomb, so that means he's not going to be able to go for a B rotate.
See if he uses his turret here to try to scout out an angle. That would be
He's going to go straight for
probably
it,
the move here.
and he is going to get
Oh.
shut down, unfortunately. Was not expecting Sage in that position. That's the unfortunate part about retaking or pushing A. You don't know where they are, even if they are on site. There's a lot of angles that you have to peek, and you are exposed to all of them at once.
Especially with no util to clear the angle. No Killjoy mollies to try to force out any engage is unfortunate for the Killjoy in that situation.
AWSW is going to try the A push again, however. It looks like they have been having more luck with it so far, instead of the B that they have tried for the first 2 rounds or so.
Spike down A.
Early engagement on A, gonna take it down. Bomb is now dropped, however. Easily retrievable.
Looks like they will... Oh, they will not retrieve the bomb quite yet. Alright, now they have it. Now it looks like they're going to try some sort of rotate. This is probably
He's
the
gonna be
move.
pushing that aggro here. Whiffs on the raise, Nimba. 1 pick, 2
Enemy
picks.
remaining. Spike down A.
Oh, sorry, AVP3 got the first kill. My bad.
Alright, let's see. Will they just funnel into this Sage? Oh, there's
the
one.
Sage gets
there's
the 2. Unfortunately, was not able to get 4 there. Would have been cool to see.
Yeah. 4-man spray down. Whew. That was a big play. If it did happen. Alright, right now it looks like AWSW is pretty much just broken for all their money. They do not really have much they can invest into this round. Whereas we will see everything coming out from Team Oni-chan. They all have rifles. They all are... Senku even sitting on that 8K, not using any util the last round that they would need to repurchase. Meanwhile, AWSW, they have Buckies, shotguns, 1 Vandal on Cal's rule. Let's see how this plays out.
AWS is going to
Aggressive
go
mid
straight in
pressure.
for the mid. Fortunately, it's shut down. Polymetrics gets shut down at B garage.
Right, and it looks like
And
they're just going
positions
to
are
try
going
to
to be
hold
revealed
that.
here. They're going to go for that
Player
aggro, staying on top of that Sage wall. Killjoy is going to get the 1. Unfortunately, misses out on the 2.
Team AWSW not strong enough in these mid pushes. I feel like these mid pushes are supposed to... I mean, I would stop trying these mid pushes because they're just getting sage walled off. So unless they can devise something to counter that sage wall, they won't really get anywhere with mid. So now it looks like we are seeing a B rush with a sage lurk with the spike from Team AWSW. It looks like Zutri will TP to B Garage, get 2 picks before being picked off, and now
Rezalt's gonna come out
everyone's
here.
rotating off of A.
Sage Orb is gonna slow her down just a little bit, unable to get it off.
And now,
Pops right over
dodges
that
the
tripwire.
Cypher wire.
Remember that Cypher does get an alert whenever his tripwires are destroyed, so just shooting it is not going to deal with it.
Now it looks like Sage will get the spike down. The first spike down I think we've seen all half.
Unfortunately,
But he's
that
gonna
wall
be
will
able to hold
cost him a
long
little
enough
bit of HP.
for that rotation.
Alcatron still looking for a pick. Ooh, Polymetrics misses a few shots.
And now AWSW is just so far away. There's nothing they can do to stop this defuse.
That is
I
going to
really
be
liked.
round. Unfortunately, Baseball Rules 99 is going to go for a little bit of save action here, keeping his Vandal alive.
Which I like that move since they're already so broken for cash. Very good gamble from Team AWSW, just unfortunate that Sage did not have the weaponry to hold on to that bomb site. Very, very good strategy. I really like the mix-up from there. But now, as we are coming into this 9th round, we will see another kind of broken buy from Team AWSW. Baseball Rule is sitting on a nice amount of cash, but Kaozhua, it looks like, will not be having a gun other than the classic. It might have been a little miscommunication there, because...
Looks like the rest of the team does have some kind of a buyout.
Now I'm more surprised that they're not like saving more and buying more as a team. And they keep going for these like weird buys with the shotguns, which are a lot more effective on defense than they are on attack.
Absolutely true. And especially with a map like Split that has those longer angles, the rifles are going to be a lot more effective than the shotguns.
Spike down A.
It looks like we will be seeing some good peaks from
AVP looking for his second ace this game, and he gets the 5K. Still considered an ace, though, by Valorant's books.
Yep, no 6K on the map. It's unfortunate that he didn't get that because that would have been really cool to see, but very good shooting
That
coming
is
out
a
from
serious shutdown
AVP3.
right there. 2 5Ks in the first half, and one of them happened on round 2 on Eco Buy.
Alright, it does look like we will be seeing sort of an A stack coming out from Team AWSW. It looks like we'll be seeing a 2A from Team Onichan. This is kind of a default
Do you
setup.
want to see how this mid play goes out, though?
Will they catch a
gonna
Sage
get
rush?
the early pick at mid. Slow orb in. And is bopped through the wall. Omen's gonna be able to try to pick that back up. Unfortunately, gets opt right away.
Oh, we see an
Graves is
aggressive
coming in with the
Sage.
judge, gets the kill. Another one's coming up here. Oh, unfortunately, is not able to pick him off. Cal's
Let's
Roll is
see,
gonna try to contest this. Roomba's coming out,
One enemy
and
remaining.
Jet is
Oh,
coming
and
from
they-
behind.
Player standing.
2 ability kills at once.
Yep. We do see the operator recovered by AVP3. I'm surprised to see a Cypher op over a Jet op, because I know that Jet op is like a lot of reason why people will pick Jet, is because she's just so strong with that mobility, just being able to have that safety with the operator, which is such a high risk, high reward weapon in Valorant. We are going to see more judges coming out from Team AWSW. I don't know what I think about this, because I feel like these offensive shotguns haven't exactly been doing them right.
I agree with that. I feel like the shotguns, they don't perform as well at the longer ranges that you're looking at, especially with the A, peeking into heaven, peeking out of long. All of those involve some fairly long angles that are better suited for a rifle or even an SMG.
But as we say that,
Trash is gonna pick
Antarctica.
up a couple more shots, gonna bring the Sage on the enemy team down.
alright, and we see
Wall's gonna be broken down.
a lot of map pressure given up by AWSW. They aren't really pushing, so they're just going to get pushed by these Onichan players, which you see with Our Drone picking off Cow's Rule. This is looking very dangerous for them. They're just going to get rushed.
Oh, but AWSW Trav
but-
is gonna pick up 2 kills here, brings it back to a 2v2.
Fire in the hole!
And AWSW does have the health advantage here.
See, will they go for this B push? see
Fire off
the
that
Razor
ult.
not getting anything. But it does look like the Killjoy is rotating to A. They are reading this perfectly, Team AWSW. Now, will they hear the
30
Sage
seconds
coming
left.
up? And will they be prepared?
Oh,
player
AWSW
standing.
unfortunately does not get that kill off on Sage.
We do see the Killjoy coming in, which will keep them out, but it does broadcast the position.
We've got a res coming in from Senku here. And the
Alright, let's see,
Cypher
will
ult
he
is going to reveal the location of Killjoy. However, Oni-chan probably already knows that Killjoy is on A.
Placing alarm bot.
I'm not going to watch. I'll rotate real quick. Unfortunately, does not get the shots off on Wank Wiener. And that is going to be round 11 for Oni-chan.
Yeah, that was a really good attempt at a rotation, but it's just unfortunate for them that Antarctica, the Rays, could not get that heaven
Round
control.
in the
If
half.
Antarctica managed to kill Senku there, that is a
That would have
very,
been round. That
would have
very
been
well
round.
could have been round.
It's unfortunate that they didn't get that heaven pressure, but now we're on to the last round of the half.
Looks like they're going to be
Let's see what
sending
this has in store.
Omen, AWSW Trash out with the bomb here at mid. A little bit of a different play from what we've been seeing previously. However, it could work.
Alright.
Remember that teams are awarded points based off of round wins, so even if you're losing, any round does count. And just a reminder that AWSW will be getting a 4-round win bonus on their standings after this, as they are 2 full rank divisions down, as AWSW does get that pick off at mid. AV Pi hiding right behind that wall here.
We do see the flank coming
get
in
that ult
from the
kill.
Rays.
And it's going to get shut down, unfortunately. There are just too many people there. Sutri's going to continue watching B Heaven here.
Let's see what happens with Wank Wiener. They don't seem to be watching for this push from behind. As I said, Polymetrics does look into sewers. But will they be able to catch out Wank Wiener? Oh, and they see
Omen's
him.
going to get taken out, and
Last
Outward
player
Throne is the
standing.
last person out here playing a 1v4
Safe.
with an operator. Wall's going to go up,
And they
and they're going to move
perfect
towards
wall.
A.
My camera is destroyed.
He's going to pick up the Vandal from the bloodbath that occurred at Heaven. He's going to try to catch a few people as they rotate out. Polymetrics already moving onto site with the plant here.
30 seconds left.
Going to get it off. And there is the kill. That is the first round win for AWSW. Great way to end
Very
half.
good
Switching
round.
sides.
Very good round from them. I think it was pretty impactful that they managed to get all that mid pressure and just managed to kind of let Team Oni-chan play into their arms. So they just waited and managed to catch out Oni-chan's mistakes, which were all these pushes that they made. For a very good round, we are going to see a very large advantage coming into the second half for Team Oni-chan. Let's see how this pistol goes. Pistols can change the game.
And we absolutely are going to be seeing 4-round bonus, like I said, as Polymetrics' team, AWSW, is 2 full rank divisions down in terms of average rank against Zuchu. So the fact that they were able to pull off that round one is actually extremely impressive. They should be proud of themselves.
All right, we see a lot of B pressure coming in with the spike. We only have one person holding on site and looking at B site, which is that Sage from Polymetrics.
Not holding an
Let's see
aggro
how this-
angle, and they're already onto site. He's going to get boxed in here by 3 people at once. Right-clicks a couple times, gets him off the plant. Going to get 1 pick,
Last player
and
standing.
Omen is going to finish Sage off. Going to reposition the
Planting.
plant right here.
Planting out in the open. And taken out by Outward Throne is AWSW Trash on the Omen. Match point for Team Oni-chan.
Match point.
And I'm going to take this biface to sort of explain how the balance system works. Essentially what we've taken is each player's peak competitive ranks, and we've given each rank a score. So Iron 1 gets a 1.0, Iron 2 gets 2.0, etc. The only difference being with Diamond 3 being 18.0, Immortal and Radiant are both a 2.0 increase, with Immortal being a rank of 20 and Radiant being a rank of 22. We'll take those scores, average them, and that is the team's average rank.
All right, it looks like we're going to see a big mid
2 of them
push.
taken out at mid. However, outward
As we
thrown
see that.
does get the trade-off. Evens it out here. Gonna look for another wallbang pick here.
Spike down B.
Do you see a nice 1D from Plyometrics? And we see these shotgun pushes from behind. Let's see it. Oh, they have the spike. So now...
Well, that nade could have cost him his life. AWSW just saves it, though, however.
Right. Now, we're just...
Cypher on the side here.
Looks like Cypher is climbing up the rope.
Well, that rope inaccuracy could be the end of him.
Sees the race. Does not currently have info on Phoenix other than that sound cue from the firewall, which he probably heard.
AWSW very well could just watch the bomb and be able to pull off this round win here. Cam out. Doesn't see anyone. But the Molly's gonna keep him away from the bomb for a
30
little bit longer.
seconds left.
I have retrieved the spike.
Gonna get the bomb here. And is going to run away. It is now a wild goose chase.
Well, they might come into contact here when Raze gets into this heaven position.
Unfortunately,
He plans
Raze
for
is just
elbow.
a tiny little bit late.
10
They're going to see
seconds
they're going to hear the plant come off on site though, and the defenders are going to pick off outward thrown for their second round win.
Can I get a drop?
It's a very, very good retake scenario that they were put in there. The spike being dropped into heaven was kind of a death sentence for Team Onichan, since AWSW just had all the time in the world to wait from the position that they knew Cypher was going to come from. So, very good hold from them.
We're going to see AWSW holding mid with a shotgun. That's an interesting choice here, but we'll see how it plays out.
Alarm bot out. Get it.
Right, and we do see a lot of pressure coming in towards A from the attacking side. We do see them kind of just lingering a little bit, though. It looks like they're now going to try to get some of that heaven control contested. Sage Wall going up.
Oh, Sage Wall does get the fortify.
And now it looks like it's going to stroll onto site, except they do not
Zutri
see.
pick up those 2 kills
Player
going.
standing.
It is now
Spike
2v1
down
again,
A.
but this time with Raze.
All right, let's
Sheriff in
see
heaven.
what can
Might catch a couple
White
people
do?
off guard here. This could very well be the 1v2 that he was looking for. I'm gonna hear that jump go off. Polymetric's just a little bit too fast for him, unfortunately. At this point, we are going to pause the match, and we're going to administer the 4-round wins that the balance phase originally was supposed to. Oh my god. Sorry to all the teams. I know they can't see the stream right now, but sorry for making you guys load in like 5 different times.
Match point.
And that should be fully correct now with Team AWSW on the defense.
3 pistol rounds, woohoo.
Yeah, we're going to see a 3rd pistol round, although those pistol rounds were pretty interesting, so.
You do see a shorty stack coming in on the A site from Team AWSW.
Oh no, that's gonna be super hard to retake.
It will be hard to retake. We also do see the spike being left. Oh, about to be retrieved by Outward Drone. Looks like it's gonna go fast rushes.
Onto mid. 2 onto B. They're going to see a free site. Probably very confused right now as to what's going on. Still seeing that shorty stack here, and they're going to run right out of elbow now with shorties all out. Senku's going to pull up the wall here and stop them right in their tracks. Senku's going to get picked off immediately.
Now we see the shorty retake.
Oh, we see the power of the pistol round shotguns here.
do see Trash being taken out by Outward Throne. And we do see the Shorty push into Heaven. AVP3 getting 2. While the Shorties continue to push
and that
into
Shorty
Heaven.
needs to get a reload. Unfortunately, though,
Last
Omen's not
player
going to get the kill.
standing.
Oh, and he's going to get shot from behind. And that is going to be
Attackers win.
the game between Oni-chan and Team AWSW.
Respectable scoreline of 13-7.
Bro, that game didn't
Looked
happen.
very
That game
dominant,
didn't
but
happen.
AWSW able to
That
pull it
game
back a
actually
little
didn't
bit,
happen.
which was very
That was a-
impressive.
Close, bro.
Sorry. We had the party voice chat still going here. Anyways. Now, how did that game... What were your thoughts? That was definitely quite the interesting play.
So, I liked the... one second, I think my camera is not working, so I'm just frozen here.
Camera
But
is a little bit frozen, unfortunately.
It's still frozen.
I liked this that we saw from Team.
Oh, you're cutting out just a little bit and your camera's still frozen. Don't worry about the camera for now. We can figure that out later.
Well, I liked the
Oh, there we
aggression that on the offense side from both teams. I really like the mid holds that we saw from Team Oni-chan. We saw a lot of Team AWSW being unable to break that mid control. We had maybe like 1 or 2 rounds where they were able to break through the middle of the map, but other than that, they just managed to keep a very strong hold on that, which I liked a lot because mid on split is a rather impactful position.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I do want to give props to AWSW for trying out new things, especially on attack when being the lower ranked team does put you at a severe disadvantage. I do want to give props to them for trying out different things and trying to catch Oni-chan off guard, and it did end up paying off at the end of half when they were able to pull off that 1-round win.
I do agree. I think this was a very good game for Split, and I really like just a lot of strategies.
Absolutely.
Because the ability to mix it up that we saw coming out, because I feel like we never really saw too much of the, we're pushing the same site 5 rounds in a row. We would see like a B play, a mid play, and then A play.
Yeah. Always got to keep your opponents on their toes, guessing where you possibly could be, and every once in a while that will pay off. And AWSW was able to pull off 7-round wins. That will give them 7 ranking points in the championship. How ranking points will work is obviously you will get the same number of points as round wins. However, if you win the game, you get an extra 12 points as a bonus, which means that Oni-chan is now 25 ranking points in the standings. On top of that, at round 30, because we don't want 90-minute games, we're going to call it a draw if you're somehow still tied. If at round 30 you're still tied, 15-15, both teams will split the bonus, and you'll get a 6-point bonus. Both teams will get 21 ranking points. With that, we are going to move into a break, and we'll be seeing Elo Assassins versus Tomi Hates Me, our 2 highest-ranked teams in the tournament, playing right after the break. Sorry for the immensely long technical delay. We had some problems with teams being late and whatnot, but we are here, and we have gotten map bans and teams picked here. We had originally Team Elo Assassins banning Split with whatchamacallit, Tomi Hates Me banning Bind as a second ban. After that, Elo Assassins returned with the Ascent ban, and then Haven was the last map banned, meaning Icebox is the map that we are going to be playing. And Tomi Hates Me did pick attacking side first, so we are going to move into agent select real quick. in just a second.
Like I said, I wanted to cast an Icebox match, and we got it. That's
First
what
thing
you
he said
wanna
today
see.
was, I want to cast Icebox. And look at that,
Yes.
second game of the day, Icebox. And these are our two highest ranked teams, so I'm expecting a very interesting match coming out of this.
So we do see two insta-lock Jets. I do like Jet on this map because she is able to get into some pretty nice angles that can be used to catch the other team off guard. I do kind of like this team comp I'm seeing hover from the defenders where it's all for Yoru. That's honestly my favorite comp to have, especially in my ranked games.
For Yoru is probably the most broken comp I can think of.
In my, ranked no limits games or whatever they called it. All right, we do see a Sage hovered for the defenders and locked in for the attackers. And I like Sage on this map. Her wall, I feel like, can be very impactful for closing the tunnel in mid. And we are going to see two Reynas as well and two Omens. But I do like this Astra pick this Astra hover from Team Tomi Hates Me, because this double smokes will just allow him to close off so many angles, which can be so impactful on a map like Icebox.
Absolutely, although he is going to switch off of that to a Sova. And I think
Ooh,
with teams being so evenly ranked, not taking Sage when the other team is taking Sage is a little bit of a problem, because that does mean some rounds will be a 6v5. However, they aren't able to see the other team's picks, so they won't know for sure until the agents have been revealed on the loading screen.
All right, and as we do get to load into this game, I'm excited for this. This is a map that I did want to see.
This is a map that's got a lot of potential for show-off plays and very interesting things, new tactics. And on top of that, we have our two highest ranked teams out here today. A little party in the buy phase here.
Clearly just building up a team morale. They're like, yeah, we're going to win this game. We do like that confidence from both teams. Building the camaraderie on beginning of round one.
Although both of these teams are 5 stacks of people that already knew each other, so I don't know if that's really that necessary, but it's always interesting to see a little bit of fun being had here. We're going to see 5 people pushing B with only 1 sitting directly in front of the angle here. That Jet's going to pick off 1 with the Deagle. However, it's a little bit low now. I'm going to have to back off. Sage is going to get the heal. Jet's going to be actually reasonable height. Going to shoot a little bit into that smoke, but does not stop the plant, unfortunately. And that is going to be a 45-second timer for Elo Assassins to try to take this back. A little bit more of an aggro push. That's going to be 1 kill, and Reyna's going to get shut down immediately. Radiant gets the double kill. Pops the defuse. Unfortunately, does not get that triple. There's a 2v1 now with the tap defuse. We're holding it this time, and that is the kill. What a successful retake from Elo Assassins pistol round. That's going to be a 1-0 start for them.
Very clean retake we're seeing, and I like the team play.
Lots
where
of
we had that Jet watching for the save.
Yeah, those.
This is what we would expect from two very good teams.
Yeah, those cohesive pushes, making sure that your team is there before you're pushing out. Don't want to be caught out prematurely here.
Indeed. All right, so it looks like in terms of the buys, we're going to see a second round buy from the defending side team, Elo Assassins, where they just have all Spectres and a Marshal. And it looks like we're just going to get a pistol play from Team Tomi Hates Me. Looks like we're going to go very fast onto the A site, where they go for that early nest control and control onto Belt. We have the Omen pushing up to the smoke, trying to wait to see if he can catch anyone out from that. Did have Kaiba taking a little bit of damage there. And now we have the Jet dashing out by B Yellow. Looks like they're trying to take very aggressive control, but will immediately end up giving it up. Oh, actually gets caught out by the other Jet with the Marshal. Little mistake there. Now we do see a eventual commit to the A site. Reyna takes down the Sage, and now is just Kaiba on the spike with Sova all the way around the world in the attacker spawn. Let's see what Kaiba does with this. Immediately gets taken out by Lade, so now is up to Mean Yoke on the Sova, who does get taken out by Mystic. Very clean round from the defense with their weapon advantage, just making sure they can secure all those kills and stop Team Tomy Hazemi from breaking any early momentum.
Definitely, and I think that pick there on B was kind of what sealed the fate there for the round, and that was quite an early pick. And that meant that Sova was going to be left out on B all the way across the world, away from his team, away from the bomb. Unfortunately, was not able to get the round after that.
Now we do see Team Tomy Hazemi taking a lot of pressure, sending everyone to A, trying to get those early picks onto the A site. Looks like they're just going to commit to this push. Kaiba takes out the Omen of Sabuza. And then it looks like they're just going to have to play for the retake here, Team Elo Assassins. Very good push. But as I say that, Poa gets caught with his pants down, back turned to Lades, who gets the kill. Saboteur takes down Poopa on the sky. And now all Team Tomy Hazemi has to do is just hold their angles and play retake. But Lades does get the pick onto John's Sage, and it's back to a 3v3. Reyna ult coming out. Lades with another kill. Now it's all down to Mean Yoke, who does get the pick. And he almost gets the second. Very close round coming out here.
Right there. Finishing
almost
off
1v2.
Or finishing off the round at 10 HP from the Jet. The first missed knife, almost sealing the fate.
It was a very successful push from Team Tomy Hazemi. Just unfortunate that they did not have the power to hold on to that site with the ultimates used by Team Elo Assassins.
Yeah, very good retake. You can see the team play coming in, and good individual play by Lades on that Reyna.
What can I say? Reyna is the player go kill character.
Absolutely, it's very hard to stop Reyna once she gets started, especially in her ult. We're gonna see 3 people from what is this, Elo Assassins? I think this is this is not Elo Assassins. Sorry, this is Team Tomy Hates Me. We're gonna see 3 people from Tomy Hates Me pushing up the mid. Only 2 actually. Fire through the smoke just a little bit and try to scare some people away. 1 person from Elo Assassins still watching up that mid and making sure that they don't get a little bit too far. Go for a couple of warning shots on him.
These jump peaks are getting spotted by Kaiba. But
Flashed, scared off for just a few seconds, and this is a dangerous play for whoever was jump peeking there, because they could have gotten caught right there.
Revealing area.
So to fire that recon dart out there, however, it's gonna get shot immediately. You see a shock dart going into screens, flashed for just a very short amount of time, and the spike is now planted. Your assassin down, having to play the retakes. Reyna is gonna get that kill and a heal, now back up to full HP. Mystic gonna fire a couple of bullets through the smoke. Oh, that defuse. And I think that's gonna be the end. That is gonna be round.
very nice round coming out of Team Elo Assassins, managing to shut down that Sheriff push, which got the plant though for Team Tomy Hazemi, which means they will be able to buy coming into this next round. So we should have a pretty interesting gun round on our hands. Alright, so it does look like we are going to see an A stack coming out from Team Tomy Hazemi. Probably going to go for that same very strong push that almost got them that round, were it not for the heroics of Mystic with that Jet ultimate, which they do not have right now. Alright, we see the Silver Dart coming out, immediately shot by Lades. Oh, and Lades gets caught napping by Poa on the Jet. And now we're just going to see Team Tomy Hazemi going for a lot of pressure here. They got that kill. There's their momentum. We have the Sova drone checking, and then we see a fight coming out. But Poopa with the flank does get taken up by Yoke, leaving it in a 3v2. Sabuza on the other side of that sage wall.
Spike planted.
and Mystic coming in from that A-hem position. Sabuza gets caught by Minyok, but Mystic takes out Poa. It's all onto Kaiba and Minyok to get this for Team Tomi Hates Me, and they will. Very good play by Team Tomi Hates Me. Just another fast A execute, but this time they're able to hold on and stop that retake from Team Elo Assassins. Very good work by them. Now, coming into this next round, we are going to see more rifles on both sides with 2 Vandals, 3 Phantoms for the defending side. And then we see 3 Phantoms, a Vandal, and a Spectre for...
What happened to that guy's email?
Well, he's just going to use the Jet ultimate, which will allow him to just quick some heads if
than any
he's...
gun that you could possibly have.
True. Alright, we do see a big stack from Team Tomi Hates Me towards this B site. Poa taking a lot of damage. So yeah, a lot of damage. And now this is the 5v5 retake, which immediately starts off with Kaiba taking out Mystic on that Jet. But immediately Koopa trades back onto Kaiba, and we're back into a 4v4. Do you see a lot of play towards the yellow position? How will this retake pan out? See, Lades catching out Minyok with the help of Radiant. Saboteur catching out Lades, getting another one before finally getting flanked by the other Omen in Sabuza.
Doesn't get the round win, but does save his econ a little bit with that $400 extra bonus.
Indeed. Now we see a very commanding 5-1 lead coming out from Team Elo Assassins.
And what's actually very interesting is Elo Assassins does have a slightly lower average rank, and their top ranked player is actually lower than the top ranked player of Team Tomi Hates Me. So this is actually a very interesting game that we're seeing here. Very impressive coming out from Elo Assassins.
We go.
That's what we're seeing. A execute coming out from Team Tomi Hates Me. We try to stack, play the cards right, and get a round win, and get some momentum. Seeing Poa gonna push right in with a shorty on Jet. And maybe get one cheeky little pick. Gets the pick. Unfortunately, after Lades does get 2 kills on his own team. Now a 3v4 with the bomb. Attempting to be planted. Perez coming in from Team Tomi Hates Me. And another 1v1 trade. Elo Assassins now playing more of a retake style, or more of a retake position now, as Team Tomi Hates Me is regrouping and attempting for a second plant. They're just going to start the plant. They're going to get it. Now's a 3v2 as Minyok takes out one more. Radiant might
One enemy remaining.
Radiant gets shot through the smoke here. It's all up to Lades now. Or sorry, it's all up to Poopbutt. My bad. Oh, that's gonna scout it out. Unfortunately, he's gonna get caught by a crossfire.
Very good round from Team Tomi Hates Me. I really liked how in that push, they, instead of just continuing to commit the push and possibly getting out, they stopped, regrouped, said, okay, do we still want to commit to this? And planned out their utility, all to get a very clean 3v3 win with nobody dying after that plant on their team.
Yeah, I really like that crossfire that they held at the very end. Koopa was completely unable to isolate a single 1v1, and he ended up having to peek into both of them at the same time.
Right, and now it looks like we are having a very shallow default play coming out from Team Tomi Hates Me, and now they're going to go for that mid control. However, we do see a lot of long pressure coming out from Team Elo Assassins. Both the Jets are going to see each other just barely, and the Jet on Mystic with that Jet ult is just going to push behind them. Team Tomi Hates Me, they have to go fast, otherwise this Jet could ruin their day. Alright, let's see. He's going to play the trigger discipline play, sees them but does not go for the engage. And now that flank gets him 1 kill. But now it is still a 3v1 for the advantage of Team Tomi Hates Me. Radiant
is stuck with the Sheriff.
as a Sheriff in 15 HP. Oh, wait, no. I was looking at the wrong stage. Shh. But that is a round win for Team Tommy Hits Me. Very good play, managing to shut down that jet flank, which could have gotten so much more for them. But
And we're seeing, hopefully, Tommy Hates Me are going to play off of this momentum here with that 2-round win. They're going to be able to continue buying every single round from now on if they keep it up. And unfortunately for Team Tommy Hates Me, though, Team Elo Assassins still does have that residual money they got from their 4 or 5 win streak. Seeing another A execute coming from Team Tommy Hates Me. They're playing it a little bit slower than last time. I'm going to fire a few warning shots to the smoke here. Reyna's up on the box. Twitchlade's going to get a pick off on the jet. Kaiba's going to return it. Gets the trade. 4v4. See Reyna scouting out. Gonna get flashed by that Sky. Very good bird from the Poopa. Almost like a pop flash from CSGO. Gonna see a res for Twitchlades. It's now a 4v5 side of Team Tommy Hates Me. With now 5 members of Elo Assassins on A. Sorry, 4 of them on A and 1 at mid. It's gonna be a little bit harder for Tommy Hates Me to get a plant off, but Kaiba is on site as Sage and Sova, or Sage and Jet, rotate towards B.
Ooh, if Kaiba can get this flank off, that could be
30
huge.
seconds left. Spike planted.
it's like we do see a pick,
Get that pick.
but immediately the Reyna's
One enemy remaining.
clash. That's the word. Now we do see a hold for Minhyuk solo versus all the members of Team Elo Assassins. Immediately gonna pop the Sofa ult, but can he stop the Sage? He stopped the Sage push, but what can he do?
Jet is
They're
still holding
defusing.
that defuse, and that's gonna be the round.
So close.
That
for
was almost
Team.
a perfect post-plant play from Silva right there. Silva with the insane post-plant potential there, having his shock darts and his ultimate ability up.
Very close round. Just a little bit to the right for the crosshair of Minhyuk. That round was for Team Tommy Hates Me.
And so far, Elo Assassins has been doing a really good job on the retakes.
But
Yeah,
unfortunately,
absolutely. We've seen a plant go off almost every single round from Tommy Hates Me, but they just aren't able to keep the site after the plant.
however, with all those deaths last round, Team Elo Assassins, they have 2 Spectres and only 3 rifles, whereas Team Tommy Hates Me has pretty much everything that they want this round. We're going to see a fast A push coming out from Tommy Hates Me. Mystic killing Poa and John killing Sabuza. However, we do see just a bloodbath of kills, and all of a sudden, it's a 2v2. Radiant,
Enemy remaining.
oh, 2v1. Blades and Radiant versus Minhyuk on the Sova. And the spike is down.
We talk about
Player standing.
the Reyna momentum from earlier, and how Reyna is very hard to stop when she does have that ult momentum going. And you see that with the 4K from Twitchlades here. Reyna is a force to be reckoned with.
Yep. Very good attempt there by Minhyuk. Just unfortunate situation that he had found himself in. And with that, the money of Team Tommy Hates Me is broken. Saboteur only on the 2K. We only see 3 rifles coming out, a sheriff for one of their members with only 200 in the bank.
Looks like they are going to try to force it out, though, instead of waiting a little bit longer. We'll see how it plays out, though.
Mystic has no armor.
Interesting.
ahead.
Yeah, that's a little
That is a choice.
misjudgment there. Oh, but does get caught by the recon dart, and it looks like Team Tommy Hates Me is going to go very fast from the middle of the map into the B site. Looks like they're going to try to get that plant down as soon as possible. However, they are not checking all their corners, and 3 of them get caught out.
Last
It's
player
now all
standing.
on to, well, now just on to John. Sage, who is playing on the site, running around this Omen smoke, does get caught by Lades for a flawless round from Team Elo Assassins.
Healing over here. Out of here.
Yeah, Tommy Hates Me went for a little bit more. They bit off a little bit more than they could chew, and unfortunately that did lead to the deaths of 3 of their team members. Got the
Last
plant off, but
round
then
before
just
the
couldn't
switch.
hold the site with 2 people left.
Yeah, and but it is these kind of rounds that I think Team Tommy Hates Me is very good at attempting. These burst executes where they just try to get as much pressure as possible. However, they just did not manage to clear all of these corners, and Team Elo Assassins were able to take advantage of that. Overall, very good play from both teams.
Time to hunt.
Now, it does look like we're going to see a stack coming in from Team Tommy Hates Me with whatever buy they could muster on this last round of the half. Looks like there's going to kind of get stopped by the util, and now it's at the 3v5 on the site. It's going to be a bloodbath. Poopa takes out Poa. Minyo gets Poopa. Mystic taking out
That wall took
the
just
Reina,
a little
and
bit
all of a
too
sudden,
long.
Omen's alone.
Oh, that was fast.
That was some serious firefighting going on.
Just a big flurry of kills, and now
Doing a little
John and
bit of hunting here.
Saboteur, they're on the hunt. Looks like Sabuza will get Kaiba, but cannot kill both John and Saboteur. Very good round coming out from Team Tommy Hates Me.
Switching sides.
And with that 8-4 first half, we're gonna go into a quick little 90-second break, give teams a little bit of time to strategize, and we'll see you on the other side. Welcome back to this very, very eventful match between Team Elo Assassins and Team Tommy Hates Me. We've seen an 8-4
Oh no, it's an
first
orgy.
half. We've seen an 8-4 first half, and now we're going to be moving into the second half, and we'll see if Team Elo Assassins can keep up their momentum from the first half.
Will be very interesting to see how Tommy Hates Me approaches this defense half, because we saw a lot of big pushes as a team from them in that first half. So wonder how their defense will look. Right now it looks like we have Omen playing at B yellow, Sage in kitchen, Sova at mid, and the 2 duelists on the A site. Let's see how this goes. Immediately, we're going to see a lot of pressure coming out from Team Elo Assassins as they smoke off that heaven position. Looks like they're just going to try to burst onto this site. We do see Sage and Sova rotating onto this site. That Skydog, I don't know if that saw the jet or not. But now, they're just at a standstill. But it does look like they're going to break that by pushing out very aggressively. And Kaiba gets the pick onto Poopa, lays with the double onto Poa and John. Minyok trading back Radiant, and now it's a 3v3. Retake for Team Tommy Hates Me. That swing coming out will catch Kaiba out, and now
Remaining.
Saboteur managing to kill Lades, and Minyok getting the kill onto Mystic. Very clean retake coming out from Team Tommy Hates Me, and I really like that team play that I saw catching out Kaiba from the attacking side, because Kaiba was totally in that fight with the other player, and then the player hiding behind bots just swung out and managed to catch him.
No charges left.
I liked that maneuver.
Here.
We're going to see a Marshall Inspectors coming out on the Team Tommy Hates Me side of things, and we're going to see more pistols from Team Elo Assassins. We're going to see if the attackers can pull this off. See immediate pressure going on to A, taking control of the rafters here. Jet's up there. Jet comes back down. Sabuza, however, is taking the bomb further up into A. He is alone. If he gets caught out here, the rest of the team will have to come back and grab the spike. He realizes that he's a little bit out of position and comes back towards mid where the rest of his team currently is. I'm going to go for a little bit of a slower push, try to pick out whoever they can. They see one top mid. Get a little bit of damage off, about 30%. And with that, the round is slowing down just a little bit as Elo Assassins kind of reconsiders that. Drone does get a recon dart off on Twitch blades. Position going to be revealed. However, I think Tommy Hates me already knew he was there. A few more shots being fired at mid here. Elo Assassins really want that control.
But they will have to look at the clock because it's currently running down at 30 seconds, which means eventually
Oh, and that's
they
the
will have to
first
start
kill of
pushing.
the round.
B.
Is the spike down? John getting a pick onto Lades. And then it does look like, oh, we see a little bit of a trade position from the Sage and the Omen. Who will get caught?
Standing. Spike down B.
That's
Oh,
going to
we
be
see
a
a knife.
kill.
Oh, no, nice.
No knife, but
Unfortunately,
Saboteur
you don't
will
get
be
extra
taken
money.
down.
However,
is
with no
true.
time remaining, Radiant is unable to do anything. Hopefully they can stay alive with that. Marshall, though, is unable to.
However, I do think that's kind of good for him because if he hadn't died there, he would have kept the Marshall, which is only like $950, and he would have had no money coming into this next round. He would have gotten like 1,000 from the survival bonus. Very harsh penalty if he does not die at the end of that round. So
We're
it
seeing a
does
kind
look
of
like
questionable.
we'll see.
We're seeing a kind of questionable buy coming from Tommy Hates Me, buying 5 Spectres, even though they do have the money for more rifles.
Looks like they're just going to try to play some corner positions with the exception of Mediocre. It looks like they're going to push as well. Now, Team Eagle Assassins just trying to burst onto the site. We see this Sky from Poopa running up, throwing that flash. And Team Tommy Hates Me is not... as I say that, a lot of picks are happening. John getting blinded by that Omen has to fall back. Sabuza
out right now.
pushes do seem to be
I
working.
take it back.
Sabuza with a 3 spray down. However, they
Let me get the
might
flank
not know
off.
that Saboteur is on the flank. They did throw that flash, but he let his itchy
that's
trigger
one.
finger get the better of him. But he gets 2 of them. Now
Maybe the
it's
Spectres
just
are
Mystic.
working out, Justin.
However, will he expect
Oh!
Mystic?
And he gets the
Not-
retake off
1v3 clutch.
with the 1v3. Starting off with the Spectre, upgrading to a Phantom. 2 kills. in.
Very clean 1v3 coming out from Saboteur. He did make a little bit of noise, which could have given his position away, but Team Elo Assassins were simply not strong enough in their hold on that site. Very good round coming out from Saboteur.
And with that, the game is almost tied up for Team Tommy Hates Me, and they're going to be able to buy rifles and an operator. And the economy of Team Elo Assassins is a little bit screwed up now, with a sheriff, a marshal, 2 specters, or sorry, 2 sheriffs, 2 sheriffs, 2 specters, and a marshal coming out. So a little bit of pressure on me here. Team get immediately destroyed. A few shots going off on Kaiba here. Kaiba is now down to about 60% HP. Poe is gonna come up into rafters and try to catch a longer angle here. 2 martial 1 shots coming through. Rain of Flash gonna enable that push towards A. Unfortunately, they aren't able to take it because of that recon drone.
Spike down A.
You see Poe getting the pick and Kaiba.
Spike is down. We see now all 5 members of Team Tommy Hates Me pushing towards A here. Spike has been retrieved. Radiant's trying to get a...
Ooh, a nice flick from Lids.
Get that one. Gonna go for the plant here.
Last player
He is not going to
standing.
get the plant, unfortunately, because Mystic gets picked off. And the blind, unfortunately, makes it so that they can't get that kill on Omen. 8-8, tied up now in this very eventful match so far from Team Tommy Hates Me and Team Elo Assassins. We're going to be seeing more of a buy round this time, though. Seeing Phantoms coming out from Tommy Hates Me, and also Phantoms coming out from Elo Assassins. However, they do have an operator. They have an operator on defense. Never mind, that's okay. I was about to say they have an op on offense.
Now, while Team Elo Assassins did lose that round, they did a considerable amount of economic damage, taking out 2 of those rifles. Pua getting the pick on a Mystic means that this is now a 5v4. But right as I say that, 2 more kills happen. Kaiba takes out Poopbutt, but takes out Lays, but is immediately traded by Poopbutt, leaving this in a 3v4 retake for Team Tomy Hates Me.
Get the plant
And now, do manage to get the plant. Will they expect the sky push? They expect it, but Poopbutt just stronger on the fight. But now, 1v3, Radiant versus Team Tomy Hates Me, and Sage will not manage to get the 1v3. Good retake from Team Tomy Hates Me on the gun round. We do see that defuse being exchanged for the more ultimate points for the Omen. Was a very good round. I didn't see from the A defense if they just left one person there, if they just rotated off early and tried to play retake, but
I think they backed off early and then were betting on having the numbers advantage later on once the defenders from B were able to rotate over. And they are able to get the op back. Team Tomy Hates Me are able to recover their op, so less economic damage being dealt there. And that does force Team Elo Assassins to be on more of an eco round here with a Stinger and 4 Spectres coming out. That's going to be a B, but, or sorry, it's going to be an A push. Immediate fast rush out. Seeing the dog coming out, the scout out. Right now it's going to be popped. Let's steal their vision on site here. Kaiba going to get the first pick on Radiant. Sage down. A few more warning shots being fired through the smoke. Twitchblades is going to go in with that Reyna ult and try to get a couple of picks. Only gets one, unfortunately. Does not see the others that are there. And that's going to be a plant off. Team Tomy Hates Me is going to be playing retakes for this round now. John coming in through screens with the help of Sova's drone here. The blind just barely misses him. Switchlight's gonna get picked off early. 3 picks coming off, and that's the 4th, and that is gonna be the round for Team Tomy Hates Me.
Thank you.
What a clean retake coming out from Team Tomy Hates Me, not losing a single member after the initial pick onto Kaiba by Blades with that Reyna ultimate.
I really like what they did with, you know, sort of the coordination that they did there with Sova on his drone. Obviously, he can't be running in with his gun, but that drone gives you a lot of extra vision, and John was able to follow up behind them, behind the drone and make use of that extra vision rather than just having minus 400.
Did like these picks coming in with the utility. All right, now, so it looks like we're going to see an immediate, almost immediate sage wall by John, but looks like Team Elo Assassins is going to be focusing on A, and there's only Kaiba there. What can Kaiba do? Kaiba's going to pop the Reyna ultimate and immediately fall back to back site, trying to stall for help. Hiding in that Omen smoke. About to take some peeks, but decides against it. Meanwhile, Team Elo Assassins, they threw a lot of utility, but they're not doing anything with it. Do you see that drone going in from Min Yoke? Will spot out Sabuza, and Kaiba is going for this aggressive push. Will Kaiba be able to get something from this Reyna ultimate? But meanwhile, Team Elo Assassins, they're just stalling. They're just trying to bait out, they're trying to play into the minds of Team Tomy Hates Me. But as I say that, Kaiba immediately gets to pick onto the walking lanes, trying to slow push up. Kaiba throwing both flashes. Poe gets caught out by Poopa, and Radiant gets the resurrection onto Lades. Now it's a 4v4 retake scenario for Team Tomy Hates Me. We'll see that Omen smoke, which Kaiba will try to play around. However, they haven't gotten the plant down yet. Oh, this is going to be very awkward with that position of Poopa in the smoke. Kaiba will push and get the pick. All of a sudden, 4v1 scenario. Radiant in the nest again gets caught by Kaiba. Very good retake.
Again, with those coordinated retakes from Team Tomy Hates Me, this is something that we've been seeing recurring a lot. And Elo Assassins are also very good at doing this. We saw this in the first half. Both teams seem to be stronger on defense than they are on offense.
Yes, and these coordinated retakes are, I feel like, a hallmark of both these teams. We see a lot of coordinated play from these two pre-made teams in this tournament, which I really enjoy watching. This is a very interesting match to be observing. So now it looks like we're just going to have another full gun round. John does get the armor. Looks like Lades, Pupa, and Sabuza will only have half armor, but everyone will have a rifle or gun of choice.
That actually plays to the advantage of Team Tommy Hates Me. Their Phantoms are going to be able to one-tap from any range now. A lot of shots being fired on B. No kills, though, and no damage being dealt at all, actually. Saboteur's going to continue holding that yellow box, going to try to get a pick off. Sprays down through the smoke. Twitchlade is going to catch a little glimpse of him in yellow. That's going to await. Going to get the pick. He's going to get the kill off. Back on himself. A little bit of overkill, too. Mystic's going to get picked off by Kaiba. Twitchlade is going to try to get the trade, but Kaiba's already long gone. Going to try to take mid now with only one person watching. Little shoulder peek action. And Sova's just going to head out. Team Elo Assassins here are going to move in towards B. Oh, and the op from Poa is going to catch Twitchlades in tunnel. Nowhere to run, as
30
Sova
seconds
would say.
left.
Boobot going to get the kill off on Poa, though. That operator is down.
Last player
But Miniok,
standing.
coming in from
One
behind, is
enemy
going to
remaining.
get that flank. And is now a 1v1 between Kaiba and Omen. Omen will get that plant off, though.
Spike planted.
See how Sabuza plays this. Kaiba still has full utility. Can make use of those two flashes. That is, I believe, almost 5 whole seconds of blind. You see him cautiously checking every single angle, making sure that he doesn't get caught from behind. The blind misses, and Kaiba is going to be able to take the round and the defuse and make it match point for Team Tommy Hates Me.
Very good play from Kaiba. Not willing to give away those sound cues too easily. Kaiba did throw a flash in case the Omen rotated around to mid. But other than that, Kaiba was very sneaky with that push, trying not to give up too much information that the Omen could use to win. And with that, we see a match point coming out for Team Tommy Hates Me. Will they be able to close it out, or will this game go to a draw? What are your thoughts, Alex?
Honestly, I want to see a draw. That would be super interesting. I want to see an overtime because with overtime, we're going to be trading halves. And with the strong defense coming in from both teams, this is likely to be a longer game. And that would be quite interesting. But that does mean Elo Assassins will have to make up a 4-round deficit.
Do you see the dog getting on to Kaiba here? Kaiba popping that Reyna ultimate. And Team Elo Assassins, they say no. They're not going to push this A site. They're instead going to rotate around. But the Omen from Saboteur already has so much pressure on to B with that high ground position and even gets a one-way off. But it does look like Team Elo Assassins are just going to try to play it slow and decide what they want to do next. Wait for that Reyna ult to expire, which would be very big for their team. See Minio holding a little aggressive position here as well, backed up by the Jet of Poa. It does look like the Jet of Mystic is going to be trying to jiggle for a little bit of info here. Reyna coming to back her up. And right now it looks like Team Elo Assassins are going to want to immediately go back and hit this A site with a burst execute. Throwing that smoke to try to bait some mid play.
30 seconds
They're just walking up
left.
slowly. Flash comes out. That's going to immediately tell Team Tommy Hates Me that Elo Assassins pushing A. Kaiba gets a pick onto Lays and immediately gets out of there, leaving the situation in a 5v4 retake. Minyok gets the Sova ultimate onto Radiant, but Mystic immediately trades that onto Minyok and Poa. So now, we see 2 knives left on the Jet ultimate. Has the operator. What will happen? Kaiba pushing from heaven, 2 pushing from the main position. Sabuza gets to pick on a Kaiba. Mystic gets to pick on Saboteur. All of a sudden,
misses
it
the
is
right click.
just John. Misses the right click, but Poop Butt gets the kill onto John. Very good hold. A little disrespect coming out from Mystic. Whew.
This will be the first of 4 rounds that Elo Assassins needs to tie it up and go into overtime.
Yep. Very good hold. I really like this aggressive play coming out from Mystic. Not willing to just hold an angle, just wants to push and get up into Team Tommy Hates Me face.
I do want to see Mystic playing more of this jet op. I really do like the more aggressive plays, and they have the technical ability to be getting these picks as well, and that's what makes this super interesting to watch. We're going to see an A push again from Elo Assassins. Poa, however, going to get the first jet pick. Mystic trading it back with an op of their own.
It looks like Team Elo Assassins is going to try to push onto the site.
Sabuza getting another pick in against the Kaiba. Reyna down. No more snowballing potential. Getting some vision onto site. They do have to worry about... actually, they don't have to worry about anything for the plant for now. It looks like Minyok is backed off and is going to use the drone to get some vision here. Poopat's going to get the pick off, or Poopat's going to get the kill off. Minyok can get Sabuza. Now 3v2. Sky's going to blind Minyok for just a little bit. Second flash coming out. Shock Dart's going to get a little bit of damage off on Mystic.
Last player standing.
As now Sova 1v2 on his own. He does get the first kill. 11 HP. Can he do this against Mystic? We have seen some serious fragging ability from Mystic. However, they did just get revealed. But that right click through the smoke is going to take him out. And that is going to be 10-12 for Mystic. 2 more rounds. And they will be able to tie it up and go for overtime.
Very clean kills coming out. Very close retake coming out from Team Tommy Hates Me, starting at that disadvantageous position because Kaiba and Poa got picked off early in the round. Almost bringing back that 3v4 retake. You'll love to see it. But now, it looks like we're going to have a little bit of an eco stack from Team Tommy Hates Me. They're just going to buy their Sheriffs and their Marshal and just hold up for Team Elo Assassins. It looks like Elo Assassins going to play right into their hands. We see the Sage Wall coming up. Let's see how this round unfolds.
And remember
Does
that
look like
Tommy Hates Me only does need that 1 round to go, and so they are able to afford to give up this round in favor of better econ next round. However, well, they're still going to get a pick off.
now it looks like they will fall back from the position, getting 2 picks. Kaiba onto Poopa and Twitch Lays onto Poa. But Kaiba does have this Vandal. We know he can be very good with this weapon. Gets the pick onto Lates and immediately falls back with that dismiss.
Mystic is still alive, so you can see some more plays here.
It does look like we're going to see that Omen ult coming out from Sabuza onto the B site. Now Team Tommy Hates Me, they have to run all the way from A. That's the thing with Icebox, is that these rotations are going to be so long for this team. But it does look like they're going to have that 3-man push coming in from the snowman position from Team Tommy Hates Me, with Saboteur quickly coming up and wanting to throw a smoke. Does not see Sabuza, gets immediately cut out. Mystic kills Kaiba, Sabuza kills Minyo, and now the round's over.
Super
Very
clean 2v4 hold coming in from Elo Assassins. We're able to just distract Team Tommy Hates Me from one person to the next and back over to them until, well, they just all got picked off one by one.
Was a very interesting strategy coming out from Team Tommy Hates Me. I liked that stack, which they had seen that Team Elo Assassins were just always coming to A, so they would just stack that, and they got 2 picks, which is very good damage to the economy. However, this is the last round, so everyone is just buying everything they can get. Blades throwing a flash, but just look at a very aggressive play from Team Tommy Hates Me. We do see pressure coming up from Minyo. Kaiba killing Blades, but immediately 2 on Tommy Hates Me are taken down. Minyok is spotted, manages to get away from the Sky. You see that Sky ultimate coming out, and Minyok is taken down. 2v4 for the advantage of Team Elo Assassins. They're going to immediately run away, but Saboteur's going to hear this. He's going to throw that Omen Flash, but he's not going to get too much off of that. And that is the round over.
Look, what did I say?
Hide up.
12-12, 4 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
Overtime.
Managing to stifle the momentum of Team Tommy Hates Me.
And you know what?
With-
I am very inclined to give this match to Team Elo Assassins. They have had traditionally a very strong defense, winning first half 8-4. I see them winning this round, and on top of that, it looks like they've gotten their attack pretty much figured out now. And after winning 4 rounds in a row at the end of the second half, I would not be surprised to see them take this game 14-12.
Alright, it does look like we're just going to see one of those traditional A pushes. Silverdart coming in from Team Tommy Hates Me. And it does look like we're going to see a very fast push coming in from this team. They're just going to push through that smoke, double peeking that angle. However, Poa getting the pick through the smoke. And now it's a 5v3 advantage to Team Tommy Hates Me. As I say that, Blaze does get 2.
One enemy
The
remains.
Saboteur and Poe immediately trade. Now it's just Radiant. Now it's just Kaiba versus Radiant. No plant down. However, Kaiba does have the full shields and health, while the Sage will probably be stuck around, it's the funny number, 69. Will Kaiba check this angle?
Oh,
Yes,
and the
he
headshot's just not
does.
fast enough.
Both players got the headshot, but Kaiba's HP
Switching
advantage
sides.
did come out to
Match
help him
point.
in the end. Now it does look like we're going to see a second match point. Will we see Team Tommy Hates Me take this one home, or will the what's looking to stack up like an A push from Team Elo Assassins manage to break the hold that Team Tommy Hates Me has on this round?
And we saw Elo Assassins take 4 rounds in a row at the end of the second half with A pushes, so it's a very formidable play to be playing against. I would be pretty scared if I was Tommy Hates Me right now.
Yeah, it does look like they're just going to go for one of those A pushes again. However, Team Tommy Hates Me, not reading it, seem to have a lot outside of A, just leaving the Lone Wolf and Kaiba. But as I say that, John does rotate in on the Sage. Skydog will not see anything. Now it looks like Team Tommy Hates Me is getting ready to hold on to this. But as I say that, Mystic gets Saboteur, so it looks like they're just going to want to rotate off of this. Mean Yoke does look like he is wanting to get a little bit of mid pressure, stopped by the smoke of Sabuza. And now it looks like they're just going to want to double back. The only one here is Kaiba, who will take a little bit of damage, breaks his ankles, falling. Does get picked off by Lays, leaving this in a 3v5 advantage.
First one to get onto site here.
Spike
Looking
planted.
for a pick. That Sage Wall's gonna be in trouble though. Going to peeking out from it, and unfortunately is killed first. Now a 4v2 hold for Team Elo Assassins is looking pretty good for them.
That it is. Now it looks like Mean Yoke is going to go up those stairs, try to take an engagement, but Radiant takes out Poa. 1v5 Mean Yoke. Did you hear about the Mean Yoke 1v5? Well, I didn't because it didn't happen. So, unfortunate. They all just watched that position and a double OT. What a treat for this game.
Remember that at 15-15, this game will be called a draw, as it is the group stage. In the playoff stage, although, in the playoff stage, of course, we are going to be playing out overtime as long as it goes. If we have a 20-round, if we have a 40-round, 50-round game, we will play it out. But if for the group stage purposes, we are going to be playing it out for a little bit. Time purposes, we're just going to, end it at round 30. Seeing a little bit of a different strat than previously from Tommy Hates Me. They're going to try B push this time.
Ahead.
Hopefully catch Elo Assassins off their guard a little bit.
Spike planted.
Kaiba's going to get a pick off on the Radiant now. 4v5 retake for Team Elo Assassins. Mystic, unfortunately, with the Classic, isn't going to be able to pick anyone off guard. Poop Butt also gets shut down at Snowman. It's all up to Sabuza and Twitch Blades to take this.
Last player standing.
Kaiba's going to catch Sabuza a little bit off guard now, and it's just going to be Twitch Lades attempting a 1v5 here. You guys hear about the Twitch Lades 1v5? No.
Me neither. However, I do want to draw a little attention to the impact of Reyna on this game, because both Reynas are topping their leaderboards. Both have broken the 30 kill margin. Minhyuk a little bit closer with 28 kills, only 2 away from that 30 margin. But for Team Yellow Assassins, next best is Jet with 23. The ability of Reyna to snowball has definitely had very large impact on this game.
Absolutely.
Now it does look like Team Yellow Assassins, they're gonna go back to All Reliable and go for another A push. Let's see how this turns out.
If Tommy Hates Me can take this round, that is going to be the game for them as well.
Alright, so it looks like Kaiba's taking a little bit of an aggressive peek, falls back to the A site, does take out the kill on Mystic, and it does look like Team Yellow Assassins, they're still going to want to take this site. We do see 2 members from Tommy Hates Me being on the B site. Blaze getting the pick on Apoa, very clean coming out here. Poopa getting the kill on Kaiba. And the rest of the team, Tommy Hates Me, they're across the map. This is a free plant for Team Yellow Assassins. So Busa getting the pick on a John. And now we see another 2v4 advantage. As I say that, 2v3 advantage to Yellow Assassins. Scepter whiffing the spray a little bit. Minhyuk taking out Lades. Now it's just on the Poopa and Radiant. Minhyuk using the shock jar onto Radiant. Can Poopa clutch this out for his team? Let's see. Gets the kill onto Minhyuk. Doesn't see the Omen, and boom.
And that is going to be the game for Team Tony Hates Me. It was a very eventful game. Almost made it actually to the tie. The 28 round game. Super interesting stuff. A lot to debrief there. Hold on, my camera's being weird again. I'm going to re-enable that, and we're going to go back to the analyst desk.
I hope my camera works this time.
I think your camera is working.
Okay, good. We do this. So, wow. Immediately looking at this end scoreboard, we see 10 first bloods on Kaiba. The next best is 6 on his teammate Poe. This first blood impact from the Reyna was just so impactful for Team Tommy Hates Me. And I really liked seeing all of this coordination coming out on these retakes and on these site takes from both teams. Very, very good game.
Absolutely. And we saw a lot of those like random multi-kills, and I still want to put the spotlight on Mystic here. Mystic got a lot of good plays there. Super good multi-kills, and we're seeing some serious fragging ability, especially with the operator at the end, toward the end of the second half.
Yes, and Mystic's aggressive play on that one round where Mystic had the knives and the operator and just, instead of holding a position on that retake, just ran into Tommy Hates Me, completely caught them off guard and very much secured that round for his team. Very good player.
Yeah, super excited to see both of those teams' next games. They've both demonstrated their super great ability at the game. And yeah, so with that, we're going to be moving on to Mandatory Fun taking on Onichan in the next game. Onichan's going to be returning for the second game of the day. Can they pull off a 2-0 record? Well, we will find out after the break. All right, welcome back. We are about to play the third game of the day today between Mandatory Fun and Onichan. In terms of map bans, we started out the day. Actually, I need to check on this. I do not remember what we went. First ban of the day was Icebox, and then Onichan responded with an Ascent ban. After that, Team Mandatory Fun banned off Bind, leaving Split and Haven again, just like first round. But this time, Split was banned, and we are now going to be playing Haven for this game. So, with that, let's move on into Agent Select.
Let me just say that every map that I've wanted to cast, like I wanted to cast Icebox last and we got Icebox, and I wanted to cast Haven and we got Haven, so apparently I'm just some kind of map guru or something.
You know, I want to see a game of Ascent. If Ascent doesn't happen today, I'm going to be very sad.
Mm. Well, I do like this team comp coming in from Team Oni-chan. 5 breaches. You don't get eyes. They've just been removed.
You know, if they can't see, they can't shoot. Might as well, right?
True. So these are some rather interesting hovers that we have coming in. We have the attackers team, Team Oni-chan. Their comp looks a little bit more traditional with smokes coming in from Omen. We have Sova for Intel, and then we have a KJ Sentinel double duelist.
That one's
However,
been locked
we do
immediately already. We got the smokes going for Team Oni-chan already.
is a very strong pick with the smokes that regenerate. I like the Omen pick. But we do see out of the hovers from Team Mandatory Fun, I don't see a smoker. This could be a very
Interesting.
difficult match.
Reyna and Phoenix are their only vision denial when it comes to attacking, and unfortunately, those don't last very long.
You do have the Cypher cages, but Cypher needs to expose himself a lot in order to get some good cages off. This is a interesting team comp we have coming in. Looks like these picks will be locked in. And we see a no smoke comp.
And the Raisin Jet will be locked in. That is going to be our final team comp. That is an interesting team comp. I will say that much. I think they are playing a little bit more for the defense. They've got that Cypher pick, but we don't see any kind of a more defensive pick like Killjoy. So I'm not entirely sure what they're trying to pick against here.
Yeah, but we will see how this turns out with no smokes to deny that vision. Round 1, we're going to see four ghosts coming out for Team Mandatory Fun. And we will see a ghost, 2 light armor, and a frenzy for Team Oni-chan. Let's see how this plays out. So it does look like...
Before we do that, I'm going to do the pause match, and we are going to do the balance phase, because I almost entirely just forgot about that. So, as you already know, we have a little bit of a different... we have a little bit of a difference in ranks between these two teams. Oni-chan has an average rank of Platinum 1, and Mandatory Fun is coming in with a average rank of Silver 3, which means that they are just over 1 division apart. Which means that they will be awarded, or that means that Team Mandatory Fun will be awarded 2 round wins at the very beginning, just to keep the game a little bit more interesting and just in general make the game a little bit longer. Because it is the group stage. We want to make sure people are having fun here.
Very true, very true. After all, that is why we game. All right.
With that, the match is going to be unpaused, and we'll be able to play it out.
So it does look like we are going to have an A setup coming in from Team Oni-chan. If the Omen is sitting in spawn, I don't know, maybe just grabbing a glass of water. Remember, stay hydrated.
Yeah, if you've been watching this entire stream and you haven't had anything to drink just yet, go and grab yourself some water.
Don't take too long as this pistol round is about to unfold. We see a default setup from Team Mandatory Fun, but looks like Oni-chan is just going to want to immediately rush onto this A site. That Raze, taking a little bit of chip damage, is going to have to back off. However, the Reyna will push into sewer, taking engagement. Team Oni-chan is just taking these fights, but 2 picks coming out from Team Mandatory Fun, and just like that, it's another 3v3 retake like the ones we saw last game. Advantage, I'd say, oh well, guess the advantage is immediately taken away. 2v2. Both players playing on sewers, however, they might not see this Phoenix, but they definitely hear him coming along. Outward Thrown on the Killjoy will try to play offsite for that Killjoy molly for the retake. It looks like Phoenix is going to try to jump on the defuse, immediately shoot away by that Killjoy molly. Cypher's really low. Outward Thrown gets the pick. Senku kills the Phoenix, and that's a round win for Team Oni-chan. Now only trailing 1 round behind after that balance phase and pistol round.
With that, Team Oni-chan's going to be able to go for more of an eco buy, buying some Spectres, you know, coming out on the board with more SMGs. 4 Spectres. Can we see a 5th one? Maybe not. And
Let's
Team
see.
Mandatory Fun will be stuck on pistols for this round
I'll
again.
find them.
So it's looking like Team Onichan's going to be able to tie it out right out the gate with 2-2.
However, we do see an eco push coming out for long, immediately caught by Wiener. However, Jealous on the Phoenix is there, does whiff a little bit, but manages to get the kill onto the other Phoenix. But now, C site's open, aside from the Cypher in Garage, who will get taken out by AVP3. And all of a sudden, it's a 2v4 retake advantage to Team Onichan.
Last player
We
standing.
do see an engagement coming out. Zutri taking out Glorg, and now we're getting a kill onto Red Ninjas. That round went about as I expected, just really clean coming out from Team Onichan on this push.
Bye-bye balance phase.
But now we will see a bonus coming out from Team Onichan. Wiener being the only one without a Spectre and full shields. However, Team Mandatory Fun will be able to pick up 3 rifles and 2 Spectres. On these longer angles, they will have the advantage with these rifles. It does look like they're going to send only 1 to A, but kind of stack towards C this round, which might not have too much of an effect as Team Onichan appears to be playing a mid-heavy default. Sova going for that quick mid-control towards the grass area, going towards garage doors, immediately going to drone in, gets the drone destroyed by Cypher. AVP3 takes out Red Ninjas, and that is a Spectre down. And a rifle is also taken down on Glorg, and now Team Onichan, they just have the site. After also pushing onto B and just getting all that control now, Team Mandatory Fun, they're all the way on the other side of the map. They might as well just save this one, try to carry those guns into the next round. However,
Only in the
Sage
Hello
will...
World Valorant Open will you see full map control, not just one site. Both of them.
Right, it does look like Volt will get the kill onto Wiener, but Senku taking out both the other rifles. Volt only has a Spectre. Let's see how this one will unfold. Probably just going to go for some exits. I don't know if a defusal would be possible at this point.
I think it would be smart to go for a save and get a couple of extra. Although, it won't matter because you will get shut down by overthrow.
Gun here.
Very good round coming out from the attacker's side. See, all that map control that Team Onichan were able to build, very, very good play from them. And also recognizing the C stack from Team Management Fun and just taking that spike over to A, just ensuring that nothing could happen to stop them from winning. Barring, like, I don't know, a CSGO spin bot on their team. Please don't
Anything
cheat.
can happen. Actually, yeah, please don't cheat. We would really appreciate it if you didn't cheat.
Alright, it does look like we're going to see some aggressive sewage control with a Stinger. Glorg immediately traded back by Outward Throne after getting the pick onto Senku. Yeah, it looks like this push is kind of slowed down, but as I say that, the Killjoy ultimate goes out, giving a lot of site control over to Team Onichan.
However, Heaven is still safe from the Killjoy ult. Somebody could still be sitting in there. Unfortunately, they are not. Oh, wait, no, one of them has decided. 2 of them have decided to go to Heaven now, which was safe from the Killjoy ult. A little bit too far away.
Sees the Killjoy, does not go for the shot, however, is spotted. Zutri getting a nice pick onto Red Ninjas, caught with his util out, and now only 2 of them left. However, it does get a pick on Zutri, 2v3
Unfortunately, Yugni is
advantage.
stuck with just a Frenzy, so this is going to be difficult. V-Volt is going to get another kill off with that Spectre.
Nice double swing from the defender's side on this retake. However, the spike is ticking down, so it is very unlikely that they'll be able to get this defuse. And as I say that, Wiener with a clean 2-man spray to take down the last 2 members of Mandatory Fun.
I still think that it would have been smarter for V-Volt there to have taken the Vandal and ran, but it is what it is.
Very true. But now, coming into this round, we get to see our first true gun round between these 2 teams. Both teams having full rifles coming into this. 2 Vandals going for those tippity-tappities on
V-Volt
the
goes with the
Fun.
Bulldog instead for who knows what reason.
Interesting choice. the burst fire could mean that you would win some of these fights, but the lack of the one-tap potential does make it very dangerous. You can be getting out of there. Jealous on the Phoenix, caught with his pants down.
Flashes out, doesn't see the Cypher. Will get picked off in ult form though. He's still safe and good to go for the rest of the round.
Could be very dangerous for their push because, oh, as I say that, Yumi is taken out. All of a sudden, the C site is for the attacking side.
We're just left. Oh, I was about to say we're just left with Raze, but where did Raze go?
Well, very clean push coming out from Team Oni-chan.
This is super unfortunate. Team Mandatory Fun would have gotten 4 rounds, but unfortunately, Team Oni-chan does have an average rank of Plat 1 compared to Silver 3. Unfortunately, that is only that is 1 division and 1 rank, which is not enough for the 4-round bonus of 6 ranks or 2 divisions. Team Oni-chan's gonna go for a more of an aggro C push. Jet's gonna be looking for a pick here. Phoenix is gonna get it instead, wanking a 420 with that Phantom. I'm gonna pull back just a little bit. I'm not gonna commit to C just yet. Sanku gonna get a pick on what was that? A, I think, against VOD.
We do see Glor
is gonna trade back the Raze, and it's now a 4v2, 2-man advantage to Team Oni-chan. The bomb is gonna be planted on A, fairly safely.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
We're seeing a Reyna with an attempted flank here. However, Phoenix is gonna pick up on it. And it's just gonna be the Reyna left in a 1v3. Phoenix is gonna yoink that flash out. Isn't spotted by the Reyna, but should be heard. Reyna, for some reason, did not look at the source of the sound, unfortunately.
Phoenix just takes that ego peek.
You know what? It was a 3v1, and he trusted his team that if he died, they'd be able to take it. And the defenders are going to be calling a timeout now.
1 minute timeout coming in from the defenders. Let's talk about this game so far. So, does look like we do see a lot of good coordination coming out from Team Oni-chan. They are, after all, to my knowledge, a 5-stack team who pre-registered as 5.
Yeah, they were one of the first teams to sign up, and they have been consistently performing quite well.
Yes, this is very fun Valorant to be watching from this team. Their coordination is just so nice to see in this team setting. However, we do see some good plays coming out from Team Mandatory Fun. They are trying to get these aggressive pushes to try to catch Oni-chan off guard, but Oni-chan just keep the pressure on. Now, this timeout is coming to a stop. We have full rifles and a big bank in the pockets of Team Oni-chan. Meanwhile, Team Mandatory Fun, they're stuck on another eco. Looks like Spectres for most of them, a Ghost for Glorg, Red Ninjas on the Reyna, and the Sage not buying anything, just deciding to sit on that 5.6k. However, immediately gets caught out with that long push. It just looks like Team Oni-chan is just going to try to take this long control, which they have successfully done. Site is now theirs.
Jet Dash kept AVP3 safe from that Reyna ult. Otherwise, he could have gotten blown up with like two other of his teammates, and we've seen that a lot. That Raze ult does have the potential to shut down pushes, as we've seen in the trade happening here. The Raze ult, you can see in a lot of matchmaking games, especially, you'll see the Raze ult come out, and then the push will just be ended because you don't want to get blown up with 4 of your other teammates and leave one person in a 1v5 clutch against the team with rifles. However, AVP3 trusted his team, went in for the dash, is picked off by Yugmi, and was able to go in and avoid that result. Gonna get location revealed here.
Cage triggered.
Pulling that cage out to get some vision of his own. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit behind on the tracking. 2-7 for Team Oni-chan.
That was a very good flank coming out from Yugmi on the Cypher. because he managed to get the really good pick onto Zutri's Omen, which landed him that Phantom, however, unable to save the Phantom after the hunt of Team Onichan. However, he did get another pick onto AVP3, but that doesn't really matter too much since Team Onichan, they're still sitting on bank. If we do see another gun round coming out, late shields for 2 of the Mandatory Fund members. Immediate flash out from Wank Wiener into mid. There's one for this mid control very fast.
We do see a lot more B plants in pro play compared to the other sites, and so taking mid definitely is the move most of the time.
Yep, don't clear B back site, but it doesn't matter because no one's on B. They just immediately get that plant and then they fall back to mid. Kills are going out now.
Outward Throne, arguably one of the most important members on Team Onichan right now, has the ability to deny that defuse for up to 8 seconds with those swarm grenades. Gotta keep him alive.
And Zutri just saying, taking the game into his own hands, gets 2 picks onto 2 of the duelists. And now they know the positions.
Just misses out.
Alright, good satchel coming in from Glorg on the raise. AVP3 stuck on the site, gets picked off by Glorg, and now Team Onichan just needs to play for the defuse denial. But it looks like it's far too late for Yugmi. Just gonna try to save that rifle. Unfortunately, does not. Gets barely picked off by that spike explosion.
1 hop away from the spike, or 1 hop away from another rifle.
Good win for Team Onichan, but that was a very good round for Team Mandatory Fun coming out here, where they got all the members of Team Onichan except for Outward Throne. So that takes a little bit of a hit to the bank. So if they manage to win this round, Team Onichan will still be able to buy into the last of half, but might not be as comfortable. But as I say that, AVP3 immediate jet knife onto Volt. Gets killed onto Glorg, immediately picked off by Yugmi. Zutri gets the pick by that garage push. 2 picks coming in from Zutri's Omen. It looks like they're just gonna go hunting again. They really want this kill.
Oh, and Flash isn't gonna be popped early enough.
Just too late. Very nice and fast push coming out from Team Onichan. Now, they have all the money they could want. They could 4 stack offset mid. Meanwhile, Team Mandatory Fun looks like they're gonna have a Bulldog, 3 rifles. Oh no, selling one of the rifles for a Spectre. Never mind. Gives the rifle to Yugmi.
Yeah, we've got 3 rifles and 2 Spectres looking in here, and that was a smart choice to give Yugmi that rifle. Yugmi is the highest ranked player on their team, hoping to get a little bit of a carry there.
Looks like we're just going to get another fast push coming out. AVP3 having 0 respect with this W key, no util used. However, does get pushed back by the Reyna, but that doesn't matter. AVP3 just pushing in Zutri with a teleport onto site. Does get the pick onto the Reyna. And Zutri just he's hungry for blood.
And Zutri really wants that top frag here, huh?
You should run.
But as I said that, Jealous on the Phoenix gets 2 kills.
Those are also going to be popped. It's last of half. Doesn't really matter. Keep the people off the sites.
Yep, and that's just going to be so much less time. However, we do see 2 members of Onichan. White Winner with the double spray. The lineup.
Absolutely.
Very good round. Very aggressive plays coming out from Team Onichan. This is very fun to watch.
Absolutely. And with that first half, with 2-10, we're going to be going into a quick little 90-second break. You know, give the teams a little bit of time to cool off after that very eventful first half. And we're back with the second half of Team Onichan versus Team Mandatory Fun. Onichan is now going to be playing some defense, and they only need 3 rounds to close out this game and secure a 2-0 record for the books. Looking like a little bit of a C stack here for Team Mandatory Fun. Interesting choice on pistol rounds. Some longer angles. Gonna be a little bit harder to hit those shots.
Alright, it does look like we're gonna have a stack towards the C side of the map with 3 towards that C long position, and Cypher and Reyna pushing towards the garage. They will have to deal with the Sova on C site and the Phoenix in garage. However, that smoke coming out from Zutri's Omen, and he's going at this flank very fast. Team Mandatory Fun will not have a lot of time, and they just get picked off by these frenzies of Team Oni-chan. And now these 3 players are just running into a meat grinder. They will all get taken out super quickly.
By the Molotov.
Yeah, very clean hold coming in from the attacker, from the defensive side.
Yeah, Oni-chan just corral them back into C long, throw a molly, get them to run back even further, and use those frenzies, and completely just drown them in bullets. Nothing you can do about that, unfortunately.
So, now coming into this round, it does look like we're gonna have an desired A take from Team Mandatory Fun. Looks like the web is double push into the A sewers from the Killjoy and Phoenix, who will immediately back off once hear all of those footsteps. However, the Phoenix getting the pick onto the Cypher with the Marshall. And now, this is a very interesting position because Phoenix is still stuck in that position. However, the Reyna taken down, and now it's a 3v2 advantage for Team Mandatory Fun. Phoenix is stuck in that sewers position, and now it's all onto Senku's Sova with that Ares.
This could very well be Mandatory Fun's first game round win.
Let's see, they're playing a pretty strong retake position. However, Volt caught out by Senku with the E.
Revealing area.
It's a double. Glorg also taken out, caught napping. Where they're gonna run
and
the
unfortunately, is not able to pull off the 1v3. Would have been very cool to see, however.
Some disrespect coming in from Jealous.
Damn.
A little bit of teabagging coming in there. However, that is very impactful on the economy of Team Oni-chan. They have very little money to play with this round. However, Team Mandatory Fun, 3 rifles, SMG, Ares, their buy is looking very strong for this anti-eco.
Where are you?
Absolutely.
Does look like we might see a mid-rush coming in from Team Oni-chan, trying to
That definitely
catch
does
them off
make
guard.
sense, though, with the weapon advantage that they do have.
Alright, it does look like Wankmeyer will get 2.
Oh, Wankmeyer gets 3 one-taps.
Mid.
Coming in from the Phoenix. See, we get 4? Nope, AVP3 takes him out, and Senku gets the Sage. Wow.
Pistol versus rifle. That is extremely bad for Mandatory Fun because not only has Oni-chan now picked up a round win and now has that winner's money, they also pick up the rifles that Mandatory Fun just bought last round and spent all of their money on. So now Mandatory Fun is going to be stuck with almost no money and are going to be buying some SMGs over there. Actually, they still are able to afford 2 rifles, but look at the econ on the side of Team Oni-chan. Most of them have enough money to buy a 2nd rifle if they wanted to.
Yeah. It's very grim coming in for Team Mandatory Fun. We're just going to immediately try to take some mid-control. That Reyna pushing up with a spike. Zutri taking the peak, getting taken out by the Phoenix of Jealous. Wank Wiener getting nothing with that ult, however, outward drone killing the Sage, and now it looks like the mid control has just gone back up in the air. A lot of grass control for Mandatory Fun, but Senku pushing out of the garage gets taken out by Red Ninjas, and Jealous takes that AVP3. See, Wiener's flank is spotted by the Rays. This could be very dangerous if they don't deal with it, but Glorg shoots him in the back, and now it's all on to Outward Throne's Killjoy. Will he read this push right and stop it, or just go for retake? It does look like the Phoenix is pushing into garage. It has his back turned, and he gets taken out. But now, Mandatory Fun knows where Killjoy is. Let's see, double peek.
Unfortunately, shoots
Glorg
right in between them. Unable to get the 1v3. However, Oni-chan does still have that match point and the extra money from previous round wins, so it's not looking too bad for them just yet.
However, we will see a few scuffed buys coming out. This Outward Throne does not have a lot of money. However, does get the gun dropped from AVP3, who looks to be electing to go with the Jet Knives and the Judge this round. 4 rifles with full shields for the Oni-chan side, with 3 rifles, 2 Spectres for Team Mandatory Fun. Let's see how this plays out.
Scanning ahead.
Rain is going to go for some vision at mid early on. Doesn't see anything.
We get immediate trade. Outward drone killing Yugmeek, but immediately getting traded by Jealous. So now, Team Oni-chan knows this is an A push, but the spike!
Oh.
The spike is dropped in the
Vivo
sewers.
walling off, but unfortunately missing just a little bit. There is still vision going through.
Failed
They're
dash
going to
from
get flanked on from
ABK3.
behind at Garden.
Last player standing.
And Senku's going to
Now
get
it's-
2 kills. Wankwiener taking one of them. And that is going to be the game. Zushu getting the
Defenders
last
win.
kill on Red Ninjas.
Wow. What a dominant performance coming out from Team Oni-chan. Very good team play and very good aggressive style.
Absolutely. So, when it comes to that game, of course, we do have to consider that there was a little bit of a rank difference between the two teams, right? We had the balance phase, and unfortunately, Team Mandatory Fun wasn't able to get the most out of that balance phase because they were stuck with the 2 rounds rather than the 4 they could have gotten if Team Oni-chan's average rank was just a little bit higher. But otherwise, I do want to highlight the round wins, the 1 or 2 round wins, the 2 round wins actually, that Team Mandatory Fun were able to get. They were able to get Team Oni-chan to play a little bit hyper aggressive, and they were able to bait out those mistakes. And once they saw those mistakes, they went right for it, and they were able to capture those 2 round wins that they were able to get, getting them 2 extra ranking points. And you know, that could make all the difference later on. You never know.
Yes, that is very true. But one player that I kind of want to put on the spotlight here is Wiener on the Phoenix. He got so many good picks. He had 5 first bloods. It's a lot of big impact because that means that 5 rounds out of this only 15 that were played, so 1/3 of the rounds, Wiener had his team at a 5v4 advantage, which was huge coming out from the Phoenix. And that one play with the Sheriff was just disgusting.
Absolutely. That
3
3 kill
headshots.
that was super impressive. Really love to see it. And we hope to see more of these later on. You know, good plays like this are always clip worthy. And now is a good time to plug the YouTube channel that's behind all of this. If you don't know already, I also run a YouTube channel. We're called Hello World. The Twitch panel down below is not set up yet today. However, I will try to get it up tonight. And if you tune in for tomorrow's stream, you'll be able to see it down there and you'll be able to subscribe to us. But this entire stream was kind of put together by the team here. And we really hope you guys are enjoying it. Couple of hashtags that we've got here. Hashtag sorry Breeze. We aren't playing Breeze in this tournament, unfortunately. We just felt like most of the player base doesn't really enjoy Breeze, and frankly, we're not super familiar with casting it or the strategies that are available to us on Breeze, and so we feel like it just wasn't entirely ready for competitive play just yet. But if you guys do want to, you know, talk about it and let us know your thoughts, use hashtag sorrybreeze, tag us on one of our accounts at The Real Hello World and at TeamHWYT, and we'll probably discuss it at the next analyst desk if we have a little bit of extra time. On top of that, if you have more general comments about the tournament itself, I know first day, technical problems, it'll happen. You know, Zak's camera was a little bit scuffed earlier today, and we had a couple of other technical issues. We had to do a pause between first and second game. All of that stuff, it'll happen. We'll try to get it figured out by tomorrow. But if you do want to tell us a little bit more, use hashtag HWOpen, and once again, tag us on one of our accounts, and we'll absolutely take a look at it and maybe talk about it on an analyst desk. But with that, we're going to go into a break, and coming up next, AWSW and ELO Assassins will be returning for their second game of the day, and hopefully ELO Assassins is looking to make back their 0-1 deficit from earlier. Welcome back. Sorry for a little bit of a tech hiccup right there, but with that, we are finally back in. Team ELO Assassins did have to find a replacement 5th player, but when it comes to map bans, let me find it up again. Oh, yes. When it comes to map bans, Icebox was the first one off the table with Elo Assassins returning with a split ban. Bind was then the third map banned, and Ascent was the final one to be banned, meaning Haven is going to be played for the second time in a row. And Team Elo Assassins chose to start on defense first. So with that, we're going to send us into the game, and we're going to go into Agent Select.
Right, another Haven pick. Unfortunately, this does remove me from my map guru status, since this is not one that I anticipated to end up casting again. But
Haven is a pretty popular map. It's very unique to Valorant itself, having the 3 sites. So I can see a lot of people enjoying, this. It's something that we haven't seen before. 5 jets. You love to see it.
Yep, I think these are just a few troll hovers. We do see a 3 duelist comp hovered on the side of the defenders. Never mind one of the duelist switches, and I guess there's being in coordination.
There's a little bit of a swap happening in general.
A little bit of fun for the stream, just all hovering the same agent.
And we're looking at the teams here, and AWSW has a total rank of Silver 1. And that's going to be a little bit difficult for them because Mystic, who was Immortal, is being replaced by still somebody who is in Plat 3. And that brings their average rank still in solidly in the Platinum category, which means that...
Select your agent.
What was that? Oh, sorry. Which means that Team AWSW will be starting up 4-0.
All right. And it does look like we are getting these picks locked in. Another double duelist, a staple of North American Valorant, coming in from Team... what do they call? Oh, Elo Assassins. Yeah. That's... Shh. Brain fart. But then we do have an interesting comp coming in from Team AWSW. Only 1 duelist in that Phoenix, but you will not be able to see if you are on Team Elo Assassins because they have Phoenix, Breach, and Omen, all for the flashes. However, they do lack a mobility character such as the Jet or the Raze, which means they might not be able to take space as fast as they would if they had one of those characters.
However, I do feel like the Flash comp was definitely the right move for AWSW. They are the lower ranked team going into this match, and speaking of which, we are going to activate our match pause, and we are going to administer the round wins real quick. We're going to give them 4 rounds to begin, and yeah, with that, we'll send us into that. But anyways, like I was saying, being the lower ranked team going into this game, I feel like the flashes can help a lot. You blind them, and then you try to get a pick while they can't even see you. Unfortunately, higher ranked players do also know how to spray through a flash, so we'll see how it ends up turning out for Team AWSW.
And I do like this cheesy strat that we saw last time from Team AWSW as well. The 5 shorties coming in, and they have this kind of
sprays too.
Yeah. Dude, this is a team with coordination, let me tell you.
I want to see more of this team. This team is funny.
Oh, are they gonna crab walk?
Oh, they're really doing it.
They have the crab walk shorty strat, but 2 of them are gonna
Pooput's not having any of it. He's just going straight in for the kills.
Oh, and it does look like, it's just a meat grinder.
Spike down mid.
Oh, and he does get the 1 kill on the Pooput, but that will be the round win for Team Elo Assassins. What a funny and unexpected round coming out from Team AWSW. Let me tell you,
True.
they definitely got the showmanship.
Absolutely. It may be entertaining to watch a good team, but it's also really entertaining to watch a team that does funny things, and I think AWSW's got that entertainment thing right down here.
Reminds me of the Fnatic crab walk back on Inferno and Counter-Strike.
They're doing it again?
They're
doing it again!
It looks like oh my. These strategies it does look like they will jump up. It does look like the Omen is going to try to take a little bit of pressure. It looks like they just got mid control, but as I say that, Team Elo Assassins is just pushed up so far into this middle of the
And they've
map.
got that Omen at mid window as well. That could be a serious denial to the push, and that is. You got 3 people coming from behind. There's no way you can stop that.
Yeah. Flawless round coming out from Team Elo Assassin. Granted, Team AWSW was on all classics, so unless they can pull out some Glock magic, that is kind of an expected outcome for a round such as that. And now, Team AWSW a little light on the cash, could buy rifles, but would not have all of that util that they would want for these pushes. But it does look like they're going to have a kind of like buy. 1 shorty, 1 Marshall, the rest classics. Never mind, he's selling the Marshall.
I would like to watch this
like
Omen
there's-
peek mid. I want to see how this is turning out. Oh, he's not peeking. He's just going to go across. Oh, wait, but the shorty is going to sit there and hope to catch someone going up the
Spike
window.
down, attacker spawn.
And he might get it.
Does look-
Oh, it's a little bit slow emoticons, but the judge is able to out shotgun him.
Oh, but Trash through the smoke takes out emotions.
Oh,
But
unfortunately,
he's taking out.
that Sky Dog was able to.
One enemy remaining. Spike
Polymagic's
down
got 2 HP, 360s, and does not get the kill. Very good job getting 2 picks onto those players from Team Elo Assassins. So they are able to beat down that economy just a little bit more. They're not going to be as comfortable with their economic status. But, oh, it looks like we see why
Is this another cheeky
Team...
plan? Oh,
Looks like we see why
my.
AWSW was ecoing so much, because now they have 5
That's
hops.
what the light on cash was about, huh? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see how this goes.
Double
Oh,
cash
with the
out.
team blind. This is giving me VCT flashbacks here. Cowsville getting shot through the Cypher trap. This op plan isn't working out. That Cypher cage just stopped everything.
But Poopy Butt on the flank.
Now they're
get...
walled in to C long. What are they going to do about this? They have 5 ops. They have no close range combat whatsoever. I mean, the op is a shotgun if you try hard enough.
Spike
But
down, C.
Doesn't look like they will get concussed. 2 players peeking them.
okay,
No,
we're
this
going to
is
get 1
an-
pick off. Leaving Sage and Killjoy. Killjoy is dead. We're going to get another pick off. But, unfortunately, the op reload time is just too long. But this could be very bad news for AWSWs. They have just given 5 operators to Team Elo Assassins. They can take as many ops as they want now.
Of which they only elected to take 1, which is going to be that op on Radiant's Jet. Taking over the Jet from Mystic, who we know is out with tech issues, while not running the Sage that we saw him on last map. Now it looks like we're just going to have a very deep strat book coming out from AWSW with this 5 judge buy.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you.
This team is the most coordinated team here by far. Man, they've got, you know, the matching buys, the matching profile photos, the matching sprays, everything, man. Got it all in the books.
Let me tell you, they definitely play this game right because they're playing for fun. You know, at the end
That's
of
what
the
this
day, that's
tournament at
games
the
are
end of the
for.
day is for. This tournament is for fun. We don't even have a
Do you
prize
get a
pool,
pick?
man.
Onto emotions. Oh, but will get caught out. Judge not outlawing
Polymetric's
his
gonna
weapon.
get a couple of them. Oh, doesn't see the last person inside of T-spawn. AWSW with a little bit of insight on the match, claiming that they might lose. This is definitely a possibility.
DC a little bit of friendly banter. 2 in the corner. Demons coming out from emotions. Showing a little bit of emotions there. Now we see another 5 judge by just looking to play off of the aggressive style coming out from Team Elo Assassins. However, it does look like Elo Assassins will play a little bit further back, as to say that Cypher pushing up past his utility. If he gets taken out, that is all of his util gone. But he just wants to take these peeks, gets a pick onto Polymetrics. However, does he expect this player in the corner with the judge? No, he does not. Trash. Taking out Asenzo.
I thought you were calling someone trash there for a second, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, that's his name?
That is his name.
However, it does...
That is his name. I thought you were referring to him. Oh, and Poopbutt's
Oh,
gonna
wow.
get all 3 kills onto those judge players for the 4K.
Wow. Good spray down. But I
Absolutely.
must say, These are entertaining strategies to watch.
Definitely not something that I've seen before.
Here.
So now it does look like, are they going to go back to all reliable, all the judges? Nope, it does look like we're going to see an eco round coming out
Don't give them
with
ground.
one Bucky from Team AWSW. That Bucky being on Trash's breach.
The holy
Looks
Bucky.
It looks like they're
They're
just going to
hanging out, man.
be...
They're having a little bit of a party in here.
Clearly, this is one of those moments where, like, before they had timeouts, where you just take a round off to discuss strategy.
The turret's gonna be a nice little meat shield for
Spike
them.
down. Attacker spawn.
Ace denied by Casual for a Senzo Cypher.
Last round before the switch.
And another... Now, we see they are breaking the bank on this round with 5 Odins.
Trying it out with a couple of off-meta buys. Actually, 5 Odins has been played before, not in pro play, but it does happen, and it's surprisingly effective when done right.
So it's gonna spray through just when you're trying to catch somebody peeking, but does look like...
Unfortunately, they are not able to get anybody.
Does look like the Sky will just push from behind with those flashes. They get one pick onto Emotions. And then the Lays gets taken out by Trash. Senzo with the 2 trades, however, gets taken out by Cal's Rule. Now all of a sudden, it's
Actually,
a
a
2v2.
2v2. AWSW, the 5 Odin buy somehow working out in their favor.
That is very true. However, there's an operator right here. Cal's Rule will be taken out by Radiant on that jet up. Looks like Trash will peek into that. Spraying through the box. Throws the Aftershock in. Will try to get plant down. However, Radiant with the jet ult.
Doesn't
right-click.
predict the place. Just right there.
Switching
Too
sides.
strong
And with that,
with that jet ult.
very entertaining first half. We're going to be moving into a 90-second break here. And yeah, we'll see you on the other side.
Peace.
And with that, we are back from the halftime break. We're going to be interested to see how the second half plays out. Remember that the scoreboard does not reflect what's actually happened in the match. Team Elo Assassins had to start the match off 0-4 because of the bounce phase, and so they've actually won 8 rounds in a row in the first half.
We do see a staple of AWS2 coming out. For the 5 shorty buy, 3 stacked on A, no garage control. Very interesting strategy. They're just gambling on this A play, but it looks like Team Elo Assassins will be reading this right and going towards the C long position, but there's only Killjoy with her turret.
Turret MVP.
Looks
That turret's going to
looks
do a
like
couple shots. Going to get shot down immediately, though, by 4 people stomping right onto C. Oh, and the shorty just doesn't do enough damage to deny the plant.
It looks like Cal's Rule will be taken down, which leaves us with a 3v5 retake situation advantage to Team Elo Assassins.
Oh, Metrics going for the 360.
Last player
Wasn't able to turn
standing.
all the way around.
Looks like is the
Last
only
up,
the
AWS
Omen
in the
left.
trash, getting 1 kill in. Is unable to get the rest of them.
Just an
Sorry,
unfortunate
that wasn't trash.
situation.
That was Antarctica. My bad.
Yeah, it was a unfortunate situation. They had a strategy that they were trying to go for on the AWSW side, but they were unable to from the C push going out from Team Elo Assassins. So now it looks like we're going to have a more traditional setup. However, it is going to be a stronger stack towards the C site. We have only 1 holding on A from Heaven, which it looks like they're going to want to retake. But it looks like Team AWSW is actually reading this really well. They see the C push coming out. But will they be able to hold on to it? Looks like one's going to be taken out with the Marshall. 2 Marshall kills coming out for the AWSW
This actually
side.
puts Elo Assassins at a disadvantage.
It looks like a Skydog's going to be coming out.
Oh,
Will
isn't able to get a
Days
shot off on the dog.
Trash. It looks like they're still going to try to commit to this C site. Will the Bucky of baseball be able to get one? It does onto Poop Butt. But now, Team Elo Assassins, they're stuck at this C long cubby. Cal's Rule being pressed into 1 HP. And now, looks like we will have a flank coming out from Antarctica on the Omen. However, it does not really have the weapon of choice. Has a Marshall. But will be opting for the Classic to try to watch to see if Team Elo Assassins will rotate out this site. But it looks like they won't. They just want to go in on the site. Omen teleport in. Gets the pick onto the Killjoy. Teleports into Garage. And now it's like just like that.
left.
It's a 2v2 advantage going out to Elo Assassins.
However, they do
Spike
still
planted.
have that Antarctica coming around from
Last player
behind.
standing.
Looks like Couch
Oh,
will be
Antarctica
taken
whiffs
out.
one shot. Goes for the no scope. Doesn't get it either.
It looks like he's gonna get
Oh.
beefed and emotions with the kills. Very close round. The Marshall stack on C long actually being very impactful for the AWSW side, but unable to close it out against the Omen and Jet of Team Elo Assassins. So it does look like we're going to see a bit of a buy from Team Elo Assassins coming out. They have 4 Stingers and 1 Phantom, whereas Team AWSW opting for 5 judges, just looking to hold those corners.
Looks like it's going to be more of a close range fight here. Seeing lots of more close quarters weapons out. The Stinger does do a little bit better at longer range, obviously.
Spike
Well, this spray
planted.
Judges will get 1 pick off from baseball rules. However, the Stingers will strike back with Twitch Blades and a Senzo getting 2 picks. Cypher ult is going to reveal the location of Trash. And after that, it's just a
One
hunting
enemy remaining.
Elo Assassins, and that's going to be the win that allows Elo Assassins to now start fully buying rifles.
Yep, and it does look like the money for Team AWSW is in a pretty bad place. It looks like we're going to see another Judge Force surprisingly not going for the eco to try to survive next round with a rifle buy. 1 Ares being picked up. However, Team Elo Assassins with the 4 Odins coming out with just a share. 5 Odins make that. And looks like they're just going to try to spray somewhere down. It does look like they're going to go to the C site, which has been entirely abandoned by Team AWSW. However, the
Odins
sound
are
cues,
lasers at long range.
the sound cues will give away that they are pushing the site.
Sound
Well, it looks
cues? This is an entire war going on here.
Well, it's sound. But anyway,
Omen's gonna
we
get a
will
little
have
bit of extra vision out here. Oh, he takes the teleport.
We'll have a 5-on-5 retake coming out. Poopa spray through the smoke, getting the Omen down. Now it's just a whole fiesta coming out of here.
Last player standing.
And we left with just the breach in this one. AWS Trash here. A couple of shots off, but unfortunately, he's unable to take anything.
Match point.
Alright, and it does look like we are going to come into this final round with not a lot of money for the AWSW side. It does look like we will have that Odin stack coming out from Team Elo Assassins minus a Judge and a Vandal. And Team AWSW will just go for these Judges again. However, this time stacking 2 on the C site as opposed to leaving it open. This time, Elo Assassins are just running up A. This will be very difficult for AWSW to hold on to unless they can hit some shots, which they cannot. Both A players being taken down on the AWSW side. And now is a 3v5 retake. Make that 3v3 retake. The double Judge kills from Plyometrics
can't
will
get
be
the third.
immediately killed by Radiant.
Oh,
Trash
one
having to
bullet.
reload there. However, we do see a flank coming in from baseball rules. However, that will be the only saving grace that could possibly keep AWSW in this game, but it's watched.
Ah.
And Lades will get the classic
Win.
onto him. 13-4.
And
Team
that
Elo
was going to be
Assassins.
the final. The 4 rounds that they had were the only ones from balance phase, unfortunately.
That is just how the games go sometimes.
Yeah,
However,
it will always happen.
Yeah. Looking at this leaderboard, it is very one-sided in favor of Elo Assassins, minus the 6 extra combat score on baseball rules overrated. Clearly, they're clutcher. We see a lot of first bloods coming out from Team Elo Assassins, which is probably why they were so successful coming into this game, because they were just managing to turn all rounds except for 2 into an immediate 5v4, which gave them very strong advantages playing into those later rounds.
Absolutely. And if you look at it as well, we did see that, AWSW were playing a little bit more passive. They were trying to get Elo Assassins to push into them. And you'd expect that to get more of the first bloods. But unfortunately, with Elo Assassins being such a high-ranked team, AWSW still wasn't able to outduel Elo Assassins with that little bit of advantage that they were making for themselves. But with that, we're just about to move into the final match of the day, which is sure to be interesting. It's going to be Mandatory Fun versus Tommy Hates Me. And yeah, we'll see you on the other side of the 5-minute break. And after that, we'll be going over a little bit of a recap of today.
Looks like
All
we
right.
can now.
Yeah, we're finally back. And with the bans this time around, we have picked Ascent, and the ban order doesn't really matter. But for those that wanted to know, it was an Icebox ban coming out from Team Mandatory Fun first, with a split return from Team Tommy Hates Me. Haven was then banned by Mandatory Fun, and Bind was the last one out of the pool, with Ascent being the last map left. And that means we're able to move on right into Agent Select and play out the final match of the day. I'm interested to see how this match plays out, honestly. I do know that I believe Team Mandatory Fun has how many? What's their rank? I think they're in the silver range, yeah? Let me go ahead and check that real quick.
It's true.
Yeah, we're going from Diamond 3 all the way down to a Silver 3 team. That means that they're going to be starting this match off with a 6-round advantage. They're going to be starting 6-0. It's definitely
Huge.
a new one.
And we do see some.
An Astra pick. We have not seen an Astra pick yet today.
That is true. We also see a 3 duelist hover coming out from Team Mandatory Fun, once again deciding to forego the smokes, which I disagree with.
I don't think that played out very well for them last time they did that.
And as well, on this map, smokes are super essential because of how many angles there can be to peek on sites such as B.
Haha, get it? Essential.
Ah! Ha!
Choose
Ah.
your
Yeah, I am the funny joke man.
All of us can be
Right.
funny joke men.
Alright, it does look like the Sova will be locked in by Minyok, and they will actually, last second, switch to the Brimstone.
There is the
Well,
smokes
still-
that we were looking for.
There are the smokes.
Still a
We will still
3-duelist
see-
comp, though.
I think that
Definitely.
this is just Mandatory Fun going for their comfort picks, saying, hey, we have a lot of duelist mains, so we just want to put them on a pick where we think we can try to get them to perform. Which honestly, that is what you will need when you're going up against a team such as Team Tommy Hates Me.
Absolutely. And Tommy Hates Me obviously going for more of a meta-style pick here. The Astra pick is definitely interesting. I do want to see how this ends up turning out for them. But we are going to administer 6 whole round wins to Team Mandatory Fun here.
It's a huge
That is a massive
increase.
difference.
Let us see if Team Mandatory Fun will be able to work with this very large round lead that they are given. Almost a quarter of a game. Actually, exactly a quarter of a game.
That is a quarter of the game, correct?
Looks like we're seeing a little bit of confusion in all chat about the balance phase.
Oh, and this is wrong. I will change that real quick for you guys.
All right, and it does look like we will see a immediate A presence coming out from Team Tomy Hates Me. And looks like we'll see a Astro Star going up, Glory taking out the Jet of Walken, while Poa getting a double kill onto Glorg and Volge, while Saboteur being taken by Yukimi, and now it's a 3v3 retake. So let's see how this plays out. It looks like we have a lot up in heaven. 2v2. COD Gamer taking out Jealous, but immediately being traded by Yugmi. Looks like the Reyna is just going to push, not looking on site. And Yugmi just dueling with the Astra will be taken out with a headshot. Very clean kills coming out from Poa on the Astra. Very clean round. And Team Tomy Hates Me now trying to climb up and beat back the deficit from the balancing phase. Does look like on these buys we will get a force up from Team Tomy Hates Me with 2 Spectres, Marshall, and 2 pistols, where we have 3 Ghosts, a Sheriff, and a Spectre for the defending side. So once again, gonna see some A presence coming out with some mid presence. However, the stage wall will be put up, immediately broken for the side of Tomy Hates Me. We'll now put down some Astra Stars, looking to smoke off some of the site or use them to pull in. However, the Jet for Team Tomy Hates Me, Walken, is just walking onto B, and he sees nothing. However, Tomy Hates Me is running into the Meat Grinder, which they are reversing from Team from the defending side of Mandatory Fun. And now it's a 2v2. The Jet's all the way around. So they have to get this kill really quick.
Phoenix trying to get out, but isn't able to.
Caught the gamer taken down. Now it is just
Phoenix
Jealous.
Oh, Phoenix runs out of money, or sorry, runs out of ammo, not runs out of money, and Jet is able to, you know, bop him with the classic. That's gonna be another round. That was almost a round win right there for a Team Mandatory Fun. That would have been super cool to see.
Indeed, there was a lot of good picks that guys saw. Yukimi taking some snipes with that Ghost, really softening up members of Team Tomy Hates Me. But now it looks like into this next round, with that little amount of kill money they had, we will see a force up from Team Mandatory Fun. 3 Spectres, 2 Phantoms, 1 has heavy shields. Whereas Team Tomy Hates Me, they have 3 Phantoms, 2 Spectres, all heavy shields. It looks like they're immediately going for some mid control, taking out Glorg from COD Gamer, and Jealous taking out 2 COD Gamer and Saboteur.
Bo was gonna go in, but get Jealous back. That leaves us, and 1 from top mid as well now. Bo's gonna push towards A using the cover of the Astra wall as well as the sound barricade that, as well as the sound insulation that does. I'm gonna check garage just a little bit to make sure nobody is trying to hide behind them.
And Yumi winning that peak against the Jet. Very good kill. That Jet show probably won, but
Mean Yolk sitting on 1 HP, just barely alive by a thread here. Can they hold the site? 2v2.
Blocking vision.
Spectre and Phantom versus 2 Phantoms. Miyok not quite being taken out.
However, that slam is gonna be super bad for Red Ninjas.
It does look like Yumi is gonna be left very low.
Oh, and the recon dart used as a distraction for Astra to then come in and bop him with the classic. That's 3 rounds in a row for Team Tomy Hates Me.
Very good team play coming out from Tomy Hates Me, something that we highlighted about them in their first game, as they are coming into this being a 5-stack team. Does look like the attackers are going to be taking a 1-minute timeout. Now we can just look at these buys here. It does look like we're going to have another force coming out of the defender side. with four rifles make that, except one is a bulldog, whereas Team Tommy Hates Me, they're going to have all of the guns that they desire. 4 phantoms, 1 vandal. There is very good money for the attacking side. So now we have to see if Team Mandatory Fun will try to change up the pace of the game, because right now we've seen a few aggressive pushes, but they haven't really caught anything out. So we might see just a gamble stack from them to try to just hold on to a site and just cut down Team Tommy Hates Me. But with the caliber of players on Team Tommy Hates Me, that could prove to be very difficult.
And just as the timeout closes, I would like to mention that Team Mandatory Fun is made up of a bunch of solo sign-up players that were brave enough to take their chances and roll with teammates, and they're doing quite well considering the fact that they have never played a game together in their lives.
Is what you like to see. However, walking, taking down the Phoenix of Jealous, it does look like they're going to be taking a lot of engagements from the Mandatory Fun side. However, Team Tommy Hates Me just immediately getting that control into bot mid and into market and pizza. They're just going to run straight into market. And Team Mandatory Fun, they gave up B. Now Team Tommy Hates Me.
Sage on the window. Oh, never mind. The Sage is gone, but yeah, Sage on
yeah,
the
and
window.
now that info found from Coddly Gamer, who immediately gets the 2 pushing into mid pizza. Will he get the 2 more?
Oh.
One enemy remaining.
Nope.
But Poa's going to be able to pick it back up, and Poa cleans up those last 2 kills for the 4th round for Tommy Hates Me.
It's a very good push from Team Tommy Hates Me, but Mandatory Fun just giving up that B site that was then taken by the Sage and the Phoenix. However, we must not discount the heroics made by all the members of Team Tommy Hates Me. Poa with those last 2 kills, and Coddly Gamer getting the 2 kills of the people who ran through the smoke. Very good picks for their respective team.
Got to target a star.
Now, it does look like we're going to go into this round, and it looks like Team Mandatory Fun has taken my advice. They are looking at an A stack, except Walken will take out the Phoenix of Jealous.
Hey, stop making it sound like a stream sniping, man. They're not taking your advice. They're just thinking on their own.
I'm just saying, I'm a psychic.
Nice.
Anyway, it does look like they will, despite the stack, they will get the A site. Poa taking out Yumi, and now is all onto Red Ninjas to clutch us out for his team. Coddly Gamer, he's going hunting. He really wants this kill.
Oh.
He's gonna spot it. Instant headshot.
Spotted, but I don't think Red Ninjas actually saw them, unfortunately.
Last round.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of a monitor diff. So, now we are coming into the last round of the half shortened by the timer, the balance phase, giving 6 rounds to Team Mandatory Fun. We see them scrambling together whatever buy they can get. 5 rifles, 2 Vandals, 2 Phantoms, and a Guardian. Heavy shields on only 2 players. Meanwhile, Team Tommy Hates Me, they have everything they want. And Walken on the jet, he's gonna...
Although it is offense, so we're looking to see some more ops on defense.
That is very true. So let's see. Looking to take these picks. The Jiggle gets Red Ninjas, who had used the Reyna ult. Very good pick by Jet for Team Tommy Hates Me.
Just casting a wall right there.
And it looks like they're just gonna get onto this A site.
One enemy remaining.
Still currently flawless in the round, and it looks like they're gonna drop the wall down and go for a plan.
Over
Jealous
just
denies
taking
the flawless round.
However, it looks like Team Tommy Hates Me is gonna go hunting now.
Oh.
Coddly Gamer, through his own flash, gets the headshot onto Jealous.
You will not kill my
Switching sides.
allies.
And with that very interesting first half, a 6-0 stomp from Team Tommy Hates Me. We're gonna go into a quick little break,
got
and
enough time
we
to
will
go
see
into
you
the
back
Astro Fall?
when we are done. And we are back. Oh, it went to the analyst desk. My bad. I'm gonna switch back over. Whoops. All right, we're back with the game,
I'm going up.
and the buy phase is currently going for the first pistol round of the second half. Or sorry, not the first pistol round of the second half. Pistol round of the second half. There is only one. Unless you're talking about round 1 from earlier today when we had 3 pistol rounds for, let's just call them technical difficulties.
First time experience for everybody. All right. It does look like we are going to have a really strong stack from Team Mandatory Fun towards this A site. They're probably looking towards a burst execute, but there is the Sage here. And on pistol round, the Sage wall has a very strong potential to deny this burst execute. So we'll have to see how Mandatory Fun deals with this. Sage jiggling, gets the intel. And now, Team Mandatory Fun, they're just kind of keeping their A main control. But as I said before, the Sage wall has gone up. And that shuts down any burst execute they'd want to do without immediate time.
Saboteur sitting on top of the wall. A little bit of an aggro play, but is able to get the 1 kill. Can he get 2? He only has 3 bullets. Runs out of ammo. Is able to reload and get another kill. And his teammates now have time to get over and finish it off.
Fast flank coming out from Caudalie Game. Just very strong maneuver from him. And the hesitancy by Team Mandatory Fun cost them that round because the Sage walled that and they gave away so much intel. They really were just left themselves open to the picks of Team Tomi Hates Me. So now it does look like we're going to see a fast B push coming out from Mandatory Fun, where the Sage runs out, Jet dashes out of there. Goes for the repeat, does get 1, however, Jealous does get the trade, and now Team Mandatory Fun, they're just sitting on these, sitting in B main. However, they will get the trade. The flurry of kills comes out. Minio kills Gloric, immediately traded by Jealous. Now, Poa looks like he wants to push out the smoke. Will check logs, does get taken out by Yumi. Caudalie Gamer with the no-scope, leaving it in a 2v1 situation for Saboteur.
He has a Bucky and a Ghost, so as long as Mandatory Fun keeps their distance, this could go well for them. And it does! That is their first round win of the match. That is their first round win of the match, and they are able to tie it up 7-7.
Very good play by Mandatory Fun to just wait for those smokes to go out, so that way Tomi Hates Me had to run in and kind of get themselves caught out, in a sense, by the players of Mandatory Fun. Very good way to put their first official round onto the board. Now it looks like we're going to have a pistol force coming from Tomi Hates Me, along with a bonus with all those guns that Mandatory Fun got from the last round. So they're just going to go fast B again. However, Team Tomi Hates Me looks more prepared for it. They have 2 players on the site instead of just the 1. Smokes go out. However, they are hesitating a little bit.
Oh, Kripok gets taken by a grenade, a raise-nade. They're able to get the plant off there.
With the shorty, just fails to get any pressure. However, Saboteur will take out Red Ninjas, leading it in a 4v3 advantage to Team Mandatory
whiffs the
Fun.
Bucky shot.
You see a wall coming out for B main. However, no players are there. They're stacking all 3 players on site. Volt will take out Caudalie Gamer's ultimate. However, Saboteur will get taken out by Yumi. 2 more players coming to push in. Caudalie Gamer taking out Bolt. All of a sudden, it's on to Poa with a classic and a Bucky. Spots the guy back site. However, Jealous and Yumi able to hold on to their nerves against a very strong player in Poa, the top frag of the enemy team, in order to bring their advantage up to 8-7. Very good attacking round against the eco round of Team Tomi Hates Me.
And this is a perfect example of the balance phase right in action here, right? We're still seeing Tomi Hates Me getting some decent rounds, and this game is actually close, and it's actually somewhat interesting, and we're able to keep it to a point where Mandatory Fun is still getting some round wins, and we're looking at 8-7 right now. They're actually in the lead.
Launching smoke. It does look like they're going to try that for a quick burst onto the A site. Only player who's here is Caudalie Gamer, who is hiding in the tree room. So it now looks like Team Tomi Hates Me will just give up A. However, as I say that, they are peeking out from the Brim Smoke. Poa being taken down by the Spectre of Jealous with assistance from the Phantom of Brimstone. And now they're in a retake scenario. Caudalie Gamer taking down Volt. 2 players pushing from tree, 2 from heaven. It does look like all the kills are just flying in for Team Tommy Hates Me. That was a very clean retake. The only player who died was Poa on that initial attempt at a retake through the brim smoke. Very clean retake coming out from Team Tommy Hates Me.
I'm actually not seeing a clear kill leader in the form on the side of Tommy Hates Me. They're fragging somewhat evenly with obviously Minyok and Saboteur trailing a little bit behind, but the other 3, 10, 14, and 14. You can see that team play really coming in right there.
This is very, very true. Now we do see
mandatory fun looking for another, possibly a fast B. It looks like they're planning for a fast B. Raina's got her vision out, and they are going to go for it. So this time they're going to get Odin and then picked off by Cripwalking, who gets 2 there. Yugmi trades him back though for a 2-for-1. Sage Wall is going to go up now at this point. They actually walled themselves out of D, or of B, sorry. But Phoenix is able to come around from the side and get the rest of the team. With that, the attacker is going to call a second call out, or a second timeout. What is wrong with my speaking today?
This is the first timeout coming in from Team Mandatory Fun. The first one we saw was from Team Tommy Hates Me.
I don't think that... Wait, was that true?
Yes.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Do you not trust me?
I thought Mandatory Fun called the first time out, actually.
Nope. All right, so looking at this economic factor right here, it does not look like Team Mandatory Fun will be able to have a very comfortable buy. However, Team Tommy Hates Me will most likely be able to get all of the guns they want with all of the util they want. COD Elite Gamer can drop for Minyok if Minyok needs some extra money for his util. Right now, it does look like we do now finally see Team Tommy Hates Me pulling in the lead, clawing back from that deficit brought on by the balance phase. So now, we will start to see the action coming up again with, looks like a normal setup from...
Interesting, they're sending the bomb with only 2 people to B, though. Oh, looks like one's coming back over.
They might attempt a fake here, but it does look like they're going to try to go for some mid control with the Phoenix and Raze looking to peek out mid, which they will. They will be met by the Sova. Minyok, who gets instantly domed by Glorg with that Vandal. Now it looks like Team Mandatory Fun is taking a lot of mid control, getting into bottom mid, but Saboteur will be able to resurrect Minyok, who will immediately be taken out by Yukmi. And now we just see a flurry of kills coming in, and all of a sudden, it's a 4v3 advantage for Team Mandatory Fun. Looks like the Razor will be coming in.
The Razor just barely misses.
Now it's back to a 3v3. COD Elite Gamer taking out Volt. Not seeing Red Ninjas in mid pizza right there. But now the spike is down. And COD Elite Gamer has an op right there, which he will
op
catch.
Angle is not something you can peek, unfortunately.
That is true. So now it's all up to Jealous with his Phantom.
Got the ult again. Baits the shot.
COD Elite Gamer throws the Molotov, leaves him in that corner. It looks like he's going to go for some style points here. But nope.
Flash was successfully dodged, but Jealous was not able to get the kill afterwards. With that, Team Tommy Hates Me extends their lead to now 2 rounds. They're only 3 rounds away from their second win of the day.
This is very true. Very good recovery from Team Tommy Hates Me after losing Minyok twice. Sage of Saboteur clearly looking to sabotage the KDA of Minyok by letting him die and then resurrecting him only to die again. This is unfortunate for the KDA of Minyok. He will not be the top performer this game. But we do see a quick A push coming out from both teams. 1 kill traded apiece, but it does look like Minyok and Saboteur will be quickly coming up. Saboteur going on the flank, Minyok sitting in tree. They're just holding this. They're just dry peeking into COD Elite Gamer.
The Grim ultimate gets a kill though.
COD Elite Gamer just farming them with that operator. No util used to flush him out. However, the Brimble did get Poa, but now we bring it back to a will not bring it back. Bring it up to an 11-8 lead for the favor of Team Tommy Hates Me.
Need a drop. Thanks. Right here.
Wow. Here's some interesting rounds we're seeing. That double A push really just made that such a bloodbath of a round. Just so many kills going on in those first few seconds.
This makes me miss the CSGO little tags that was like, that round only took 34 seconds. I wish Valorant had things like that.
Fortunately, it's Riot. So.
Hey, whoa, you can't, no, you can't say that on here.
we love Riot, 200 years. Alright, it does look like a pick will go out onto Glorg. And Team Tommy Hates Me is looking for that mid control. However, Jealous almost taking out Poa on that Astra. And now it looks like the fast flankster is coming in. Team Mandatory Fun, they have no time to work with. However, Red Ninjas will take out two of the flankers. However, will be killed by Walken, leaving it in a 3v2. Both the attackers are just sitting in wine. Team Tommy Hates Me, they have all of the time to play with right now. However, the Jet will go back to pick up that operator. Jealous taking out Poa on the site. Sitting up by the electro box will be taken out. And now
at this point, it is a 2v1,
advantage.
and it is up to Jet to stop it.
See Jet smokes off A main. Sage sitting in hell. Phoenix playing on site. Really fast flick. Oh my god. That reaction from the Jet.
Reaction, the flick, and the kill. All of that very well executed by Cripwalken and able to secure a win from an otherwise very unfavorable situation. 8-12 now for Tommy Hates Me, match point.
Very clean kills from that Jet. That flick. So quick. And such a big flick too. Is quite the play. So now it looks like we will get into the match point. So, Team Mandatory Fun economy broken, 2 judges and a Spectre while only having 2 Phantoms. Meanwhile, Team Tommy Hates Me going for a little bit of a fun pick. It looks like they're just going to stack these sniper rifles.
Pulling an AWSW here, huh?
Yeah. Looks like they're going to go very aggressive as well.
Gets the one.
Jet getting the kill onto the Sage.
Gets the 2.
Gets the kill onto Brimstone.
Oh, just barely misses on 3. Gets taken out by the nade, unfortunately. Red Ninjas kills Phoenix in his ult stage, or in his ult form. Poa coming through with the operator from mid now.
Now the spike is down in favor of Team Tommy Hates Me. There's not a lot they can do it. Now it's all to Jealous.
Come on, let's go.
Jealous unfortunately does not have the spike, and he's gonna need to go and retrieve it if he wants to have any hope of winning this round.
All the players except for Connolly Gamer, who is hunting, are so deeply entrenched in this B lobby position near the mid link. But now, as I say that, they're just going hunting. They really want the KDA recovery.
Most of them
now it looks like looks like Jealous to say, "Come and fight me, fools. There is no way that you could possibly beat me." A little bit of the shaky game.
He's just nervous. Don't worry about it.
It's like watching Asuna, all right? See, will he be able to take that time?
He gets one?
Yes, he will. 25 seconds left. He has to kill all of them. I don't think he has time to plant the spike.
And 2 people
take
pick
it
him
out.
Defenders win.
And that is the win that Tommy Hates Me was looking for to make their record perfect 2-0.
Very clean team play coming out from Team Tommy Hates Me. This is another this is one of the powers of these pre-made teams, is that they already know each other, so they already have that synergy, whereas these basically pug teams it's very difficult for them to be able to break through this like barrier
Absolutely,
of these teams.
With those teams that were signed and the nature of this tournament is the fact that we weren't able to get a ton of people to sign up, right? We're not a massive esports organization. We're just a YouTube channel trying to have some fun. And so we did open up signups to a few solos. And as you saw, we have a team made up of solos, and they're playing the best that they can, given the fact that they've never played with each other. And it's possible that we could have put 5 jet mains together, and they would have to duke it out for who gets to play their comfort pick. And so the fact that they are still able to get round wins against the top-ranked team in our little tournament here is quite impressive, and I gotta give props to them.
I do agree, but part of what I liked about Team Tomy Hasemi was their ability to recover from some bad situations. Because aside from the um, aside from the balance stage rounds, Team Mandatory Fun won 2 rounds, but they had 6 first bloods, which means 4 times Team Tomy Hasemi were able to take those disadvantages and turn them into wins, which is a very good thing for a team like this.
Absolutely, and I think Tomy Hates Me is going to go on in the rest of this tournament to be known as the Clutch Masters. They've pulled off some serious 1vx clutches, and I think they had a sub in this game. No, that was Elo Assassins. They had a sub. These guys had their no, they did have a sub. Did they have a sub?
Yeah, they did have a sub.
They did have a sub. Even with the
Jet.
sub, they were able to come back in those situations.
But also the power of the sub, the Jet bringing out 6 first bloods. That means 6 rounds. They're starting at an advantage, which is a very good thing to have for your team. But also the just sheer aim from these guys was pretty fun to watch. Although props to Team Mandatory Fun, they did manage to put up a very good fight. 13-8 is a very respectable scoreline.
And we were able to see a few times when they were able to catch Tomy Hates Me off guard, and they were able to get those double, triple kills. We saw Red Ninjas pull off a double spray down on a couple of members of THM earlier on in one of the rounds, and then it was followed up again by a Jealous double kill, which almost led to the round win. Unfortunately, the Jet was able to clutch it up. That would have been very, very cool to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, that does close out our 5 games of the day. However, we will go back and kind of recap on the 5. We're going to kind of steal something from the League of Legends community, and we're just going to recap on these 5 games real quick. So I want to start with, I guess we can just go in kind of chronological order, right? We started the day out with Onichan versus AWSW, and obviously there were a couple of technical hiccups, so the game didn't play out fully the way that we wanted it to, with sort of the pause in the middle, but I still feel like that game was one that defined sort of the play styles of both the teams very well, and it gave us a good look into how they would go on to play, especially when we saw Mandatory Fun taking on Onichan later in the day.
Mm-hmm. Like Onichan, they had very good team synergy, I felt like, and especially with some of these pushes that they had, they just managed to get so much space from their aggressive pushes, but they didn't just immediately lose it due to a lack of synergy and ability to hold on to it. Like, oh, we forgot to clear this corner, so this guy managed to kill a lot of us. But they managed to clear the corners and just really burst onto those sites and do it well.
I think someone that I want to highlight is actually their lowest ranked player. Outward Throne is a silver player, and his killjoy today was incredible. He was able to lock down sites, he was able to help his team push in, and he actually got a very good amount of kills in all of the games that they were playing. And so it just goes to show that rank obviously does mean something, but rank is not all, and playing with a good team can absolutely, help you perform better in these games.
Mm-hmm. And then our second game of the day was one that I was personally pretty excited for. It was Elo Assassins taking on Team Tomy Hates Me. That was by far the most exciting game. We saw a lot of very clutch moments coming out from both teams. And a lot of players just got a lot of chances to shine. Like Lades, the first game that he played, was an absolute monster on that arena on Icebox. And we saw a lot of very good team coordination coming out from these teams.
Absolutely, yeah. And we saw that was probably the match that defined Tomy Hates Me really well for, I think, what we'll remember to be the rest of this tournament. And that is their ability to play as a team and to coordinate things and to make a good situation out of something that otherwise, if a different team of the same skill level were there, possibly could have lost. They were able to pull things back, and it was quite amazing to watch, for sure.
Mm-hmm. And that one also, we managed to watch it go to overtime, which that just really put a lot of tension on the match.
And
especially with some of the
I don't want to put the entire spotlight on THM, of course. Elo Assassins, they were able to pull back from the 8-12 deficit there, right? They were able to take 4 rounds at the end of the second half in order to bring it to overtime. Of course, they did end up losing, but that was very impressive to see them win 4 rounds in a row with almost the same sort of push, and Mystic on the Jet, that was just insane. I think Mystic is definitely the MVP of their team for that game.
And then bringing it back to game 3, we saw Mandatory Fun take on Oni-chan. And so just another very good game. Saw a lot of impact from Outward Thrown on that one.
Definitely. And that one was definitely more of Oni-chan getting a chance to showcase their skills a little bit more. Obviously, Mandatory Fun was a little bit lower ranked, and it was their first game of the day. Had to figure a few things out, obviously. They were a little bit uncoordinated, being the team made out of random solos. But they still did their best, and I believe they did get a couple of round wins. So at the end of the day, it was a good warm-up round for them, and they were able to kind of regroup, and we saw them win rounds later in the day against Tommy Hates Me.
And then our game 4 of the day was the underdogs of AWSW taking on ELO Assassins. AWSW with a few unconventional strategies, but still managed to get a lot of good picks onto the ELO Assassins.
For sure. Definitely made our day a little bit more interesting, of course. Toward the end of the day, you get a little bit tired. It's definitely a nice break from what we normally would be seeing.
Then the last game, the one we just saw, Team Mandatory Fun taking on Team Tommy Hates Me. Tommy Hates Me managing to bring back the game from that deficit they started with, but was not discount the resolve of Team Mandatory Fun coming up against this team and still managing to put on a lot of very good rounds.
Yes, absolutely. It was definitely very surprising to see them win any rounds, honestly, against the team that they are 3 divisions down against. We saw them given 6 round wins in the balance phase, and they were able to still continue to win rounds on top of those 6 that they were given. And I think that the match against Oni-chan really helped them sort of regroup and define the way they want to play. Someone in chat AFK tell now what happened. You just missed the recap as well. I'm so sorry. But yeah, when it comes to tomorrow's matches, obviously tomorrow's stream as well, there's gonna be a few changes in the way that we're running the stream technically. Obviously this stream was a little bit scuffed. There were a couple of things that we could have done better. Yeah, but we'll come back tomorrow with hopefully a slightly improved stream and a little bit more streamlined of a schedule. Player interviews would be cool. Much love from Mandatory Fun. Thank you, guys. Player interviews would be cool. However, we might do that for Season 2. We will come back for Season 2 for sure. If anybody currently viewing is interested in coming back, panel below, everything is there. You'll be able to join our server, and we'll come back for Season 2, and we might do player interviews when that rolls around, because it definitely would be fun. It's just, there was so many things technically that we had to manage for this stream that I felt that player interviews were just a little bit lower on our priorities list. But a little preview of tomorrow. We're going to be opening the day with Oni-chan again, this time facing off against ELO Assassins. Second match of the day will take us to Tommy Hates Me, taking on AWSW. I expect some very funny rounds coming out of that one. ELO Assassins will then be coming back for the second match of the day and their final match of the group stage against Mandatory Fun. I expect the Mandatory Fun will be able to regroup and possibly take a few round wins against those guys. Tommy Hates Me will then be taking on Oni-chan in both of their final games of this split. And then AWSW will be closing out the day against Mandatory Fun. That one's also sure to be an interesting round because they are our 2 lowest ranked teams, but they are actually evenly matched, and we'll be able to hopefully get a good game out of that one as well. The stream tomorrow will start at 2 p.m. PDT instead of 3 p.m., so be sure to join us an hour earlier than before. I know the stream today was about 10 to 15 minutes late. Hopefully we will not be late tomorrow. And then tune in next week for the playoff stage, where we'll be playing best of 3 semifinals against the top 4 teams from the group stage. And then on Sunday, we'll be playing the best of 5 finals, and possibly as well a third place bracket between the 2 teams that lost in semifinals. So we hope to see you guys there. We got very good viewership today. Super happy about that. Anything else you want to add, Zach?
Nope. Good game well played.
Yeah, GGWP. And obviously, I know the stream today was a little bit laggy on the Valorant side of things, so I will probably cap FPS, figure things out, probably drop the stream down to 30 FPS. But from a technical side of things, we'll try to figure things out tonight. And like I said, follow us on social media. We'll be telling everybody when we come back for season 2. And yeah, and if you'd like to admin, you have any questions about opportunities to work with us, absolutely give us a shout on Twitter, Instagram, whatever is your favorite platform. We're very active pretty much anywhere. And yeah, we hope to see everybody coming back tomorrow. It was a super fun day today. I had a ton of fun casting with Zach and Justin. Unfortunately, Justin did have to leave a little bit earlier. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We hope to see a lot of people here again. Super fun stuff. And hopefully we get some interesting matches. Yeah.
The stakes will be high.
The stakes will be high.
There's only 4 of us semifinal spots to go around.
Absolutely. We're only eliminating one of the 5 teams, but there is still that stress there, of course, right? You could be knocked out in this weekend. You won't be able to play next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, we will find somebody to raid.